Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the excitement of the NBA. From American Airlines Arena in Miami, Florida, the Memphis Grizzlies and Miami Heat tip off the 2019-2020 NBA season. Second time all time these teams have met. First time Memphis has opened an NBA regular season here in South Florida. Valanciunas pulls past Morant. Yes! Lob for Morant. Pretty play. Dragic missed the dunk, missed the tap, and here's Morant. On the slalom, to the cup, flips it up and in. Pretty play, Ja Morant going strong to the rack. Not looking like a rookie at all here in the first 4 minutes of this game. The fouls to give, 7:09 remaining. Dillon Brooks with a baseline gun that goes. Dillon averaging 13 a game in the preseason. Jaren corkscrews it up and in.
Talked about it earlier, he is a rare breed in our game that can play with his back to the basket and step out to the three-point line with success. And good defense there, keeping his hands up high.
Adebayo lost the handle. Grizzlies down 2. DB a triple try for the lead. It's through.
The Grizzlies, nice response after the tough start with the turnovers early in the basketball game.
Man, that's what I call the U2 dunk. Elevation.
And the thing is, he just throws the ball in the basket, partner. He doesn't even get all the way to the rim. Good block there by Morant.
Good closeout against Dragic. Ja, man, that's his desire to get to the front of the rim. Double clutches off the glass. What a finish by Ja Morant. Morant around the high screen, 10 to shoot. Hesitation move, dump off. Valanciunas puts it home.
He has to be careful. Nice job of nice hesitation. He has to be careful of extending the off arm to keep the defender behind him.
Miami plus 11 in free throw attempts. And Morant will go to the free throw line. Grizzlies have it first to start the fourth. Zach Kleiman, Grizzlies general manager, in the middle of your picture, along with Tayshaun Prince and Steve Sr. Grayson Allen. None.
Like the Charlotte Hornets game in the preseason. When the Hornets got things rolling, the Grizzlies just could not come up with an answer to slow down their run as Morant picks up a foul there going to the basket.
Here's Morant on a run out. Wham! With the right hand. Miami will win it. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the excitement of the NBA. From fabulous FedEx Forum on Beale Street in downtown Memphis, Tennessee, the Memphis Grizzlies open the home portion of the 2019-20 NBA schedule as they welcome in the Chicago Bulls.
Well, first of all, it's the shot selection. We don't want to allow the pace to dictate the shots that you get. Stay within yourself with getting shots. The second one is rebounding. We've talked about it already ad nauseum. Both of these teams struggle to rebound as Ja Morant doesn't do to hit his second three of his NBA career.
Carter steps out for three, and it spoons out. Carter shot 19% from three last year. As Morant going to the goal and going glass. Timeout, Chicago.
Don't talk to me about strength. It doesn't matter if you got strength. It's about determination. And that's something that Ja Morant has oozing out of his skin.
Morant, look at these handles. Finds Clark, who puts it in. Again, both of these teams last year struggled to rebound, and Memphis much better. Jaren facing up and filling it up. A 12-point lead. Tango, Dillon Brooks, his first bucket of the game, and it is a triple to establish a double-digit lead at 71-59. Morant to an open Brooks for three. Bango! Marketed for three. Rebound. Dunn saves, but to Dillon Brooks. Has Jackson on a wing. Dillon to the cup. No, tapped in. Clark. Bulls close on a 12-1 run, and they take it tonight 110-102 over the Memphis Grizzlies.
Tonight, the Nets travel to Memphis for their first road game of the season. A place Garrett Temple is very familiar with after being a member of the Grizzlies last season. It's the Nets against the Grizzlies in their first meeting of the year, and it's time for Nets on Yes. Irving couldn't kiss it in. Here comes the number 2 overall pick, Ja Morant. Valanciunas will take and hit from 3. Prince, nice little wiggle to the rim.
He can score from the outside. We've seen him hit three-point shots, and that opens up his ability to attack the closeout.
Morant, the floater, drops in. Morant in the mid-range, smooth. Ja Morant last season became the first college player to average 20 points and 10 assists in a season since the NCAA started tracking that in 83-84. 12-point Memphis lead. LeVert separates, short. Allen keeping it alive. Ends up with it, bodying in, and then gets swatted by Crowder amongst the bodies. Here's Morant. How about the speed, the explosion, and the flush?
How quickly he's able to get up the court as soon as he catches the ball. He's got another gear he can get to. And not only is he just laying it up and finger rolling it in, he's throwing it down.
Ja Morant lobs it up, well, right away, a breakdown as Jaren Jackson Jr. gets loose for the easy finish. Ja Morant, how about that little teardrop? Nice veteran touch from the rookie. Morant, high dribble, nearly lost it. Brooks, quick catch and fire is good. Kenny Atkinson looked like he was upset with the way the defense sagged off of Brooks.
He had incredible jump and improvement. Back in 17-18, he shot 58%. Last year, shot over 70% from the free throw line. It's worried less about the free throws, more about that.
In the corner, Anderson massages his way to the block for 2. LeVert, that herky-jerky hesitation. He's trapped. Tried to bang it against the rim. Here comes Morant in transition. Morant, sky into the lane. 13 for the number 2 overall pick, Ja Morant. Morant to the reverse, scoops it in. Morant, that's a tough take. Right into the stomach of Joe Harris. Morant is cooking in his 4th. The rookie has led a 9-2 Memphis run, and they are back in front. Morant back in for Memphis. Boy, did they miss him. And Morant goes right back to work. Irving throws it away. Morant soars in and is fouled by Prince. As Ja Morant tries to resuscitate Memphis in this 4th. Step back 3. No. Crowder the rebound, an opportunity for Memphis here. Morant has scored 4 straight, going right back to the rack.
And there you go. Off of the rebound, able to get going. Ja Morant's trying to push this through the fast break.
Irving couldn't get it to drop, and has a chance to collect those 2 at the line. Kyrie cans them both. He's 8 of 9 from the line. Inbound Hill. Hill bodies in and floats it home. Morant zigging, zagging, lost it. Irving on the steal. Irving around the screen from Harris. Finds Harris in the lane. No call. Jackson on the rejection. They had a foul to give. Shot clock turned off. Morant trying to tie in. He does! 120-120. 17 in the 4th for Ja Morant. Harris finds Irving. Irving, 4 seconds left. Irving for the win. Denied by Morant. Overtime in Memphis.
For the Nets, it's about finding ways to continue to get their offense to click, which will help them keep the Grizzlies out of transition.
Well, that's the offense clicking. Irving to Allen for 2. Morant has done it all for Memphis. And hits another. 30 points for Ja Morant. Irving looking to answer. Irving into the lane. Finishes. Tough finish from Kyrie. Brooks connects. Big shot from Dillon Brooks, who has 21 points. Irving on the attack, the crossover, the foul, and a chance to convert at the line for Kyrie. Backdoor, Crowder leaves it, Anderson finishes. Nice offense from Memphis. LeVert, great cut, gets hit, finishes, no foul. Morant finds Hill. Hill ducks inside and finishes. It's tied again. Nets have led 4 times. Memphis has tied it 4 times. In the corner, Crowder with his first bucket of the game. Irving looking to respond on the drive. That's stripped. It'll stay with Brooklyn. Irving on the attack, finds Allen underneath. He's fouled. Allen got both. 1-point game. Crowder forces it, missed it badly, out of bounds to Brooklyn. Nice defensive stand from the Nets. Dinwiddie trying to get it into Irving. Does. Right back to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie on the attack, got hit, can't finish. The tip is good! What a tip from Joe Harris! Morant to trigger in. Grizzlies out of timeouts. Morant throws it away. Morant turns it over. It's Nets ball. Dinwiddie misses the second. Rebound in the backcourt from Hill. Nets have a foul to give, and they spend it there with Harris.
Important note, not having a timeout. Ball doesn't advance either.
Morant trying to get a look. Crowder for the win. He got it. Memphis wins it.
Go! Ooh, scary! It's a pre-Halloween bash here at Staples Center. I'm here with the Count. This is the NBA on Spectrum Sportsnet, and we are live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Tonight, the Lakers take on the Memphis Grizzlies. LeBron for 3. Good box out by Valanciunas. That's a bounce by Crowder. Again, this is a much different Memphis team than we've seen in the past. Count it! Foul! Could be a 4-point play for Dillon Brooks.
They might want to run, but Kyle Anderson says, when I get it, we're going to play at a little slower pace.
It's certainly not as slow as it looks, but it certainly looks like molasses out there.
He's very good at changing speed.
How about Ja right that time over Dwight Howard, and he'll draw the foul. Morant
has a very nice teardrop. Very nice. Got a chance to see quite a few of those in their first win of the season. As we get to see this one against the Lakers as Dwight goes up, and I guess the momentum carries him into Morant, and it could be a 3-point opportunity coming to Morant.
Lakers 74-44 in the paint against Charlotte the other night. No such advantage tonight. Last year they were second in the league in points in the paint, as they were also second in fast break points. Morant holds on to it, now to Valanciunas straight away, kind of a frozen rope. Tapped by Morant. Nice play by the rookie. Ja on its way, and down it goes. Ja Morant, 63-59. Lakers still trying to come from behind. Morant, there's the floater. Yeah. He goes down, and so does the basketball.
He's got a real nice little teardrop floater shot.
He wants to beat the clock, and that ends the scoring run. I think we might see LBJ on the bench at some point shortly, but he gets another rebound. That'll be his second rebound. He tries to split the defense, tried to do too much. Defense, offense, I'm betting they make this one, though, and they do with Morant. Ja Morant with the soft slam. He's got his uniform number in the scoring column, and Memphis comes right back. Lob again to McGee, just off the rim. 20-point game. Lakers' biggest lead was 25. Now it's an 18-point lead. And a timeout, Lakers. Out to their feet. Lakers are going to be 3-1. Grizz will fall to 1-3. The streamers will fall. The tacos will be given out. And that guy will be having an interview, most likely. 40-20 for Anthony Davis.
I just can't say enough about AD's performance tonight.
Glad you're with us wherever you may be on this Saturday night. Valanciunas for 3, it's through. And just like that, he ties the game.
Jonas likes the three-point line here in this building.
Morant would not be denied by Ricky Rubio. Got to the cup and ties the game at 5, 2 minutes in. Jaren with the lob. Morant with the setup. Well, you said jumpstart Jaren. That's a good place to start. Grizzlies a 2-point lead. Morant's back in. A little two-man game with Brandon Clark. And rebound to Goodrich. But a guy who has seen so much in his personal and professional life, Kyle Anderson with the finish. And a timeout taken by the aforementioned Monty Williams. More on that when we come back. Grizzlies within 7. Ja Morant hits the 3. Pull the Grizzlies within 2. Morant with 7 to go along with 4 assists. His first three-point make of the night.
He's always one of those players that he was just going to need time to grow into his body. And when he did and transferred to North Carolina, wow.
Yeah, wow indeed. Morant going right at Kaminsky. Morant against Javon Carter. Gets a Clark screen, drives, scoops and scores. Ja Morant exploding to the rim. Baines with 15. Ja Morant now with 13. Goodrich sets up an open Ja for 3. It's through. Ja Morant, his second triple of the game, and a Phoenix timeout. Bridges that pass is stolen by Jay Crowder. Works against Rubio, got away with a push-off. Morant, wham! Over the top with 2 hands.
Valanciunas had Rubio cleared out. No way Baines was staying in front of Morant with the highlight 2-hand finish.
Morant down the lane. Changed a dunk into a layup. 22 for Morant.
Cam Johnson misses that through.
Ja sets up an open Solomon Hill, who buries the 3.
Game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. Again, it's just the multiple stops. Can they get the multiple stops? Suns team heard Eddie Johnson the other night talking about them maybe having a playoff run. Nice move there by Morant.
There is no quit and no end of want to from Ja Morant. 24 for Morant. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the excitement of the NBA. Grizzlies basketball comes to you from fabulous FedEx Forum on Beale Street in downtown Memphis, Tennessee, where tonight the Grizzlies welcome in their Southwest Division rival, the Houston Rockets. Both these teams on 2-game losing streaks. Grizzlies losing Sunday at home to Phoenix, and the Rockets blown out last night in embarrassing fashion against the very good Miami Heat team. Morant floats it up and in. Ja Morant Saturday against Phoenix went for 24 points in 29 minutes. Dylan Brooks has Harden one-on-one. Harden thought he got contact, no whistle. Off the bench, Valanciunas the rebound. Morant with a push to the cup, lays it up and lays it in. A jaw dropper from Ja Morant. He has all 4 Grizzlies points. Well, he's one of those guys like Montrezl Harrell with the Clippers, and a former Rocket, by the way, that just knows exactly what they're doing. And Jay Crowder hits the deep ball. 3-point shooting was the difference in last year's season series. Grizzlies actually outshot Houston by percentage. Here's Valanciunas missing a 3. Brandon Clark. Oh, Ja Morant!
Listen, we said it's going to be highlight factory here at FedEx Forum with Ja Morant, and he has not made people feel any other way with this 2-hand finish here up above P.J. Tucker. And yes, that is your starting point guard for the Memphis Grizzlies.
12 the different shot clock to game clock. Ja Morant is back in, so he's out there along with Tyus Jones. Shot clock down to 4. His 3 is through. Ja Morant from downtown. Ja Morant with a lob for Caboclo. Gordon against Goodrich. Knocked away. Crowder surveys his options. Lob for Morant and a drop feed that goes awry momentarily for Brandon Clark. Now they got a 2-on-1. Lob for B. Clark and a foul on Tucker. Holy cow, what a play by the rookie duo. Bruno's got a mismatch against Eric Gordon if they can get it to him. Morant with the finger roll. Morant foul. But they'll go to the line, and a good delivery by Brandon Clark. And you see the synergy between these two rookies. And so if people ask you what is the future of this team, it's those guys and Jaren Jackson. Brooks attacks and slams. Oh, a steal. Oh, a steal. Yeah, and a 4-point sequence by Dillon Brooks. James Harden not interested in playing defense. Morant with a pull-up. Yes. Ties the game at 62.
Here's the other thing, partner. You like to keep your bigs engaged in the game. If you want bigs to keep doing all of the dirty work, you better get them to basketball like that.
On cue, they ran the screen and roll, and that time Valanciunas got the payoff. Valanciunas going to have to try to create something on his own. Shot clock down to 6. Morant in traffic, scoops and scores. Boy, he can elevate and slither through the lane around defenders. Grizzlies now 5 of 14 in the quarter and 7 turnovers. And another 3 for Harden. His 6th of the game. Morant doubled on the sideline. Shot clock at 6. Caboclo faces up and fills it up. Court, an open 3. Tucker lost the rebound. Valanciunas still checking his mouth.
Rightfully so. It happened right in front of the officials with that left hand. He is a crafty finisher with the left.
Morant challenges Capella and reverses it in. Grizzlies 3 of 22 from beyond the arc. That's 13.5% for those of you who are not math majors. Ja Morant again. Let's get you to the starting lineups for tonight's game, presented by Toyota. For the visiting Timberwolves, both their point guards are out, so rookie Jarrett Culver gets a start alongside second-year man Josh Okogie. Karl Anthony Towns returns for suspension. Robert Covington, Andrew Wiggins rounding out the 5. For head coach Ryan Saunders, he was named the interim coach January of 2019 and is now the permanent head coach for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They come in at 4-2, the Grizzlies 1-5, and Jaren Jackson Jr. returns to the starting lineup for the Grizzlies along with Jay Crowder, Jonas Valanciunas, Dillon Brooks, and the leading rookie scorer in the NBA and the leading rookie assist man in the NBA, and Ja Morant for head coach Taylor Jenkins. And once again, 2 fast-paced teams face off tonight. Okogie can't stay with Morant. Towns with a knockaway.
The thing is, on the defensive side, see if they're able to bring a second player. Dillon Brooks pulls up and hits that 3. Bring a second. The guard gets downhill towards Valanciunas, and he throws it back. No way Valanciunas is going to be able to get back to the 3-point line.
Morant goes to the reverse. Morant averaging 19.5 a game, leading rookie scorer in the NBA. Graham, rejected by Bruno. Solomon Hill with a look ahead for Morant. That would have been a spectacular finish, and Ja Morant headlong into the stanchion. Guterich with a rebound off the Vonleh miss. Tic-tac-toe passing. Solomon Hill pays it off with a triple. Grizzlies 5 of 8 from beyond the arc. Bruno into the seam. Morant double. Slips through and scores. Oh, what a play!
That's a little up and under for the point guard there, Ja Morant.
Morant. Holy cow! Up high, down hard for Brandon Clark. Graham, very handsy defense, but Morant beats him to the rim.
That's because he never has to bring that right hand to the basketball. He can continue to hand fight and still be able to finish.
Valanciunas screens for Morant. He gets run down and will go to the free throw line.
They might not be getting scores, but they're doing a good job of continuing to get to the free throw line here in this third quarter.
Morant gets the screen by Valanciunas. Hesitation dribble, missed the runner, got his own miss back and scores it. Morant goes to the rack.
There you go. That's the way you get up and get down.
Morant guarded by Okogie. Gets the Valanciunas screen. DB, a catch and shoot 3. It's through! Morant and Clark pick and roll. Ja fades and fills it up. Morant behind the screen, floats it up and in, off the window, off the high glass. Ja Morant, top 10 in the NBA in fourth quarter scoring, averaging 8.5 a game. Morant off the bounce to the cup, and he draws a foul, and Ja Morant will go to the line and engages the crowd. Morant trying to put Towns on skates. Shot clock down to 4. Ja lays it up and in.
It's a weapon to not have to put a second hand on the basketball. He makes that left hand move to be able to just keep it on that left side the entire time is an asset.
Anderson against Culver. No look pass. And there's Morant.
Another back cut. So many times he comes to the ball to get it. The back cuts are there.
McLaughlin misses the reverse. It's boarded by Brandon Clark. And the Grizzlies will go to 2-5 on the season, and the TWolves will go to 4-3.
There's a little bite to the air. Come on inside, everyone. Spectrum Center's where the action is. We're going to have Hump Day Hoops. Wednesday night basketball, the upstart Memphis Grizzlies and your Charlotte Hornets. Bad pass picked off by Morant. Going one-on-one against Devontae, and a beautiful move. Second overall pickup from Murray State.
He's quick, he's fast.
18 made threes in 11 games for Miles Bridges. Valanciunas has been a handful early inside.
Yeah, the dribble penetration has been a handful. That's how Memphis gets to the painted area to score.
Ashley, you got something on Malik?
Eric, I love what you just said about him being in attack mode. I talked to him just this morning, and he said year 3, he's already seen so much growth.
He's not getting bumped off his spots. He knows when he goes to the rim, he can take the contact and get to the free throw line.
Solomon Hill off the find from Morant. Morant, good pass to Anderson. And a couple of Hornets get tangled up with Anderson, and it's Malik who gets called for the foul. Hill's already made a pair from deep. Give him 3. Who knew?
He hadn't hit the rim yet.
Rookie Ja Morant. 2 first-rounders going at it. Morant and Washington. Morant in the paint and somehow slid it in.
Well, the token pressure gave Morant an advantage offensively with P.J. Washington at the top, and the poise of that young man to pull it back. And then the hesitation splits the defenders and gets all the way to the cup.
Oh, my goodness. Ja Morant. Oh, my goodness. How do you do? What did we just see?
How did he do that?
Ja Morant.
Split behind the back and look away and split again and then gets it up and around Cody Zeller. I mean, that's in traffic.
This guy was in the Ohio Valley Conference last year. Those players in that league conference must have had nice sweats. Jackson answers. Jaren Jackson. Rozier. Oh, my goodness! Oh, my goodness! Miles Bridges!
He done that on a couple of Grizzlies, and then his own teammate. Cody might have been in there on that as well.
5 dunks in the first half for the Hornets. Valanciunas. Morant holding for the last shot. Dylan Brooks. Memphis shooting a good ball here in the second quarter. Hornets leading by 1.
That's good awareness by the guys on the floor and the coaches as well. Those guys, obviously a big part of what both teams want to do. They got to make sure they get involved.
Morant did not take a 3 in the first half. He buries his first one here in our third quarter. Morant with a change of pace.
Oh, he got away with a carry.
Look at this wide open right back door here.
Ja Morant. He fills up the screen, doesn't he? Goodrich. All of a sudden, he is fiery hot. 17 points off the bench. Morant. Ja Morant. And all of a sudden, the Hornets down 7. And it's teardrop, a beauty. Ja Morant. He's the goods, folks. Jackson. Oh, my. Jaren Jackson answers.
17 threes for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Hornets down by 3. Devontae. Stop, starts, gets it back. Devontae. Brooks in the backcourt with Morant. Martin switches out on Morant. No whistle. It falls. John. For Memphis, coming off back-to-back road wins, Ja Morant, Dylan Brooks in the backcourt, Jake Crowder, the former Jazz man, along with young Jaren Jackson Jr. and Jonas Valanciunas to round things out for Memphis. Here's Jackson as Conley came with a dig. Brooks is open and connects on a three.
Wide open threes. Royce has got to take and make that.
Morant cans the three. Morant's step back three is good.
So his confidence is absolutely incredible.
O'Neal catching fire, in and out. And the rebound left for Crowder. Morant thought about pulling from there. Morant probes, dishes, Valanciunas puts it in.
This guy's, he's navigating everything you want him to navigate right now. Looking at the bench, getting them fired up. 4 straight field goals he's been a part of.
Green off balance, no. Rebound, Karam's out to Anderson. Here is Morant turning on the burners. Oh my! Wow! What a ridiculous finish from Ja Morant.
Come on now. How about the dynamic handle and playmaking? Attack Moutier, go right around your own back and kiss it off the window. Oh my Ja.
Morant cradles it up and in.
I'll tell you, he likes that move, right?
Boyan carving through the D with the tough finish.
Listen, this guy's a big-time driver. We think of him as a shooter because he's so efficient.
Morant gets up. He said, no, Jaren. This alley-oop is mine.
And look at the smile between those two young teammates.
Both 20 years old. Morant, the number 2 pick this year. Jackson, the number 4 a season ago. Valanciunas controls the board. Morant, no look to the corner. Brooks gets the roll. Timeout, Utah. Here is Morant getting around Conley and able to draw the foul. Ja Morant will shoot 2. Each team shot just 2 free throws the entire first half. Morant using the Valanciunas screen, gets it back to him for the easy pop. Morant was the key driver in Memphis' second quarter run that built a halftime lead over Utah. Nice decision there as Morant finds the cutter Crowder.
I'll tell you what, as good individually as Royce O'Neal was in that instance, and he did one heck of a job, you've got to be mindful of the cutters, right?
Morant leaves it for Clark, who throws it down.
Boy, back-to-back buckets without Rudy Gobert in the basketball game.
2-for-1 opportunity was there for Memphis as Morant bodies in and flexes after the bucket.
Was 6 straight points by them, all in the paint, Memphis.
Nice use of the window there from Brooks. Here's Mitchell out to Green. And good hands by Ingles, but Morant gets it back, dances away from traffic, and rocks the rim. The explosion of Ja Morant. Morant sizing up Moutier, forces it in. Morant trying to cut inside, leaves for Jackson. He got it.
See, he knows on the switch, right, that Rudy's anchoring that defense, but somewhere somebody's open.
He got it. Then to shoot. Jackson guarded by O'Neal. Here's Morant slithering into the lane and floats it in. Memphis back in front. Ingles looking to the corner, squeezes it to Mitchell. Lost the ball, and that's it. The Memphis Grizzlies hold on for a quality victory over the Jazz.
Well, Taylor Jenkins telling the team too casual, especially on screens right now. Got to be more aggressive, do a better job of contesting shots. Also, Michael Malone said before tonight's game, got to do a better job in transition and try and get out and run when we have the opportunity. They got 4 fast break points already of their 9 points. They average 11 fast break points per game. Grizzlies 2 turnovers have turned into 5.
Crowder with a baseline gun that goes, and the Grizzlies within 2 rather at 9-7.
Nice response for the Grizzlies after timeouts, and something that they've done a great job of this entire season is coming out after timeouts and executing extremely well.
Morant to the rim, and the Grizzlies have the lead.
What will be different tonight than against Utah? Rudy Gobert is not back at the basket. Nikola Jokic is not a shot blocker up top.
Valanciunas for 3. Bango! Valanciunas, little 3-point celebration.
You got a little wave to the crowd after that 3-point shot.
Morant for 3, it's through! Holy cow, the Grizzlies with a response. A 23-5 burst after the Grizzlies trailed by 7. Morant in traffic. Wow. Bodying up and getting the score. Ja Morant now with 8. Morant lays it up and in.
That left hand, boy, and the speed. I always say, once he gets a little bit of a shoulder by, you have no chance. See a foul here before, see if they give him shots here. But Jamal Murray came into this game from the outset. He was also going to make an impression.
Morant trying to go to work, nearly knocked away. Here's Jaren for 3, puts it in. Jaren Jackson Jr. Jaren has been hot from 3. Good again! 3rd triple of the quarter for Jaren Jackson Jr. Meanwhile, Valanciunas collects his 8th double-double of the season. Denver now has won 6 of the last 8 meetings between these two teams. Grizzlies will go to Denver on December the 28th. Nuggets back here on January 28th. And then the season series concludes April the 7th at Denver. Grizzlies come into tonight's game at 5-8, and it will be their standard starting 5 of Crowder, Jaren Jackson Jr., Jonas Valanciunas, Dylan Brooks, and Ja Morant. Cauley Stein in the paint. Hooks no. Rebound Crowder. Yes, this is a very un-Golden State Grizzlies-like crowd. I'm still looking for my first Steph Curry jersey tonight. Morant in traffic, goes strong to the rack and lays it up and in to tie the game at 7. DB for 3. It's through for Dylan Brooks. Golden State team that doesn't have any shot blocking to speak of.
What they have is swipers. They've been swiping here tonight. Again, another deflection there.
Clark, yes! Good find by Morant.
A lot of these guys, they want to be on the Warriors when the Warriors come back to full strength next year to see what they are able to do and can they continue to win.
Yeah, these are open auditions. Morant hangs and hits. Ja Morant.
If you think about this, partner, this is the first game that this young Grizzlies team has played against an opponent without a marquee player. It's the first time this year that I think this team has been favored to win a basketball game, if I'm not mistaken. So the mentality, nice move here by Morant. You come in with a little bit of a more relaxed mentality.
Morant challenges Cauley Stein and draws a foul. Moment against Morant. They come to double team. Josh spins away behind the back. Shot clock down to 4. Wrap around for Valanciunas. And Jonas has his first bucket of the game. Morant over Cauley Stein with a long 2. Ja Morant in double figures now with 11. Brooks.
Determined drive there by Dylan Brooks.
Need more of that. Brandon Clark lays it in against Chris. Grizzlies have now given up 20 points off their 13 turnovers following that make by Robinson. Morant. Morant casts a 3 and puts it in.
Those are the games that are the easiest to get up for them. They didn't respect this Warriors team walking in here tonight is why the score is what it is.
Green misses, and the rebound to Morant. Lakers at home tonight against Oklahoma City. A DB3, down the wall it goes for Dylan Brooks. And Steve Kerr calls for time with 4:30 remaining.
Grizzlies got to turn around and help here.
Morant. Yes. 14-point game, 3:43 remaining. That'll put a capper on this one. It'll be Golden State with their third win of the season, 114-95 over the Grizzlies.
Back at the FedEx Forum in Memphis, Tennessee. Glad you are with us. Some Saturday night basketball for you on Spectrum Sportsnet. The best team in the NBA, the best record. The Lakers at 13-2 will run out this starting five. It's the same one that has been the last handful on this 6-game winning streak, and 13 out of the last 14. Wearing the Grizzlies throwbacks from the Vancouver days. This franchise has been in existence 25 years and 20 years in Memphis next season. There is Ja Morant. Jackson from the outside. So inside, outside, Jaren Jackson Jr., who did not have a good game the last time these two teams met. He does have double figures in 8 games. Morant on his way. Down it goes for 3. Ja Morant. LeBron all the way. Glides in. Can't score. Underneath the key battling, so the Lakers missed a great opportunity on the break. Crowder bounce, Morant, he puts it up on him, and one.
Well, he is just very, very good with body control when he's around the rim.
Morant with the ball, trying to work on Rondo, all the way to the rim, Ja Morant! Right down the middle. Morant backing it up. Ja's got 9 and 3 assists. He's got KCP turned around, and he scores it. KCP. Oh, Dwight was alone underneath. Now they try to get it to him too late. So a little tardy trying to find the big fella. Now Brooks up ahead for Morant. This is not what you want. That guy handling the ball. Crowder!
Long deuce. But they are firing away from the perimeter.
Here's Morant. Tough floater. Smooth. Ja Morant. Morant, the big pick, and it's a big one by Valanciunas. Valanciunas sweeps it in. Always been good with that little running hook. Alley-oop, and Clark finishes. Morant wanders into the lane over McGee. Morant with the dribble. And in charge. The pick by Jackson Jr. He goes the other way. To the rim all the way and lays it in softly with 2 hands. LeBron will get it right back with 4 on the shot clock. Oh, not a good pass. Take it away. Turnover. Morant left wing all the way. Score! 11-0 run. AD had it. Lost it. Tumbled down. Turnover. Taken by the Grizzlies. Over the shoulder to Crowder. The assist to Anderson.
Wow, slow-mo.
Morant all the way. Left hand. Good! Foul! And 1.
Look at this. Throws it up under the arm of Dwight Howard and uses the left. Gets the roll, the basket, and 1. He can give them a 5-point lead.
30 seconds to go in the game. Morant all the way. Scores! LeBron James with 6 to shoot. Now with 4, with 3. LBJ for 3, not there. Taken by the Lakers. They battle for it. 1.3 seconds left. Memphis controls, and they call a timeout. Jackson falls down.
Game over.
Lakers win again. They're 14-2. They've won 7 in a row for the 2nd time this year.
Tonight in downtown Indianapolis, it's the second of 4 straight at home over the holidays, and the fans excited to see the Pacers and the Memphis Grizzlies' only appearance here of the year. Yes, the rookie Ja Morant is in town, so too Indianapolis native Jaren Jackson Jr. Pacers Grizzlies here on Fox Sports Indiana.
The rules are just what the rules are. They you go back and see if it's a 2 or a 3, and if there's something else that happens in that time frame, you can make a ruling on that, and that's what they did.
When one of the advantages, and again, you don't want to have injuries, but one of the advantages of having all these injuries early, this staff has found how many players can play, and you know that guy can play as a rookie, Ja Morant. McConnell hit the side of the backboard, got too far underneath. This is where Memphis is tricky in transition. And a
bucket for Dillon Brooks, and that was Ja Morant.
But that's the classic example of a guy that knows that the guy on his right was a better shooter. And that's what helps you win games.
Show and go.
Oh, yeah, a little show and go by McConnell.
Leads the NBA in 2-point scoring this year. 95% of his points from 2 as the former Pacer Solomon Hill hits a 3.
He fouled him. He shot it one-handed, underhanded, and McConnell fouled him.
Morant. Good to see this starting 5 together for just the 3rd time this year. Last time on the first win against Brooklyn, and that's Morant.
That looked like a healthy move there.
And some good young players, Morant, Jackson Jr., Brandon Clark, who was a first-round draft pick. Brogdon thought he got fouled. James Capers, the lead official, did not agree, and Morant leads the break. Turner fouls this time. Morant did not go up with the shot. He held it, and Turner commits the foul. Natalia Chanwa from the Indiana Fever is here tonight as Jay Crowder hits the 3. Lamb missed that 3. The Pacers are 11 of 18. They're 61% from the field and 61% from 3. And a guy who was 8 of 8 from the field earlier in that Denver game, Brandon Clark, he has 13. Clark is 6 of 7 tonight. Solomon Hill is in here in the 4th. Back cut to Morant, who scores.
Oh, Ja Morant comes and blocks Justin Holiday's shot.
And Morant lays it in. And it's a 19-point game. They've cut 10 off that 29-point lead.
He never recognized. That was Ja Morant that was guarding Sabonis, and he never recognized it.
Now Solomon Hill comes down the lane all the way to the rim.
Yeah, Jackson Jr. was able to screen off that time.
All of Crowder's baskets, the 3 of them are 3s. Look at that.
Oh, I'm telling you, you got to watch it. And the reason that McMillan got Miles Turner because Ja Morant will go in there on Sabonis. He won't go in there as readily on Miles Turner because Miles is a better shot blocker.
He challenges again, and is it a foul? Yeah.
Call that on McDermott.
One person that I did not mention on that Memphis bench is a former outstanding college player at Ohio State. Scoonie Penn's got to be a help to Ja Morant.
Oh, I'm sure he's tutoring. But what Ja Morant has, for the most part, you can't teach. First, he just threw that out of double team at almost half court. Left hand.
Inside 4 to play. A comfortable 20-point lead for Indiana as Warren dribbled it into traffic, and Morant again. Pacers outscored 31-22 in the 4th. They win it 126-114.
Just 9 on the shot clock for the Grizzlies. We're trying to end a 4-game losing streak and a 3-game losing streak in this building since the victory over the Utah Jazz, who will be here on Friday night. Pick and roll for Valanciunas. He spots up, and he goes glass, and the Grizzlies back in front. Paul George, a pull-up 3, honeycombs in and out, and the rebound to Valanciunas. Paul George last year as a member of the Thunder made 11 triples in 2 outings against Memphis. Here's Valanciunas for 3. It's through. Timeout Clippers. George again working the right side of the floor. He hangs, he hits again. Paul George off a 26-point effort last night in Dallas.
It doesn't matter how much time he has missed. He is a gifted and talented scorer.
8 for him. And Valanciunas over the top with 2 hands.
He is a physical, strong scorer.
Harrell blocked by Valanciunas. The big fella doing a lot of good stuff. Ja down the lane, finds Guterich in stride.
Ja Morant ran by 3 defenders, and good job by Marco to run the lane. Beautiful pass. But the problem is there's so much emphasis is put on the pace at which you're going offensively, what you're going to do offensively. Well, in the player's mind, and the defense becomes secondary, but Marco comes up with a nice steal there.
Morant drop feed, and Valanciunas hammers it down. Jonas with 13. Magruder off the slash, and Harrell couldn't follow at that time. Morant to Crowder.
Ja Morant continues to be the facilitator tonight, but I like what Jay Crowder did there.
Grizzlies get a deflection, a 2-on-1. Dillon against Paul George, a little dipsy-do, scoop and score. Clippers 2-1 on the second night of a back-to-back. Victory last night in Dallas, leading by as many as 24. They've had their largest lead of the game at 64-57. Morant to a trailing Jaren for three. Got it at the horn.
Great shot. Good setup.
High pick and roll. Morant floats it in the lane and followed it around and in.
Say the Grizzlies here, they've gotten 4 shots right there in that painted area. Haven't been able to knock down the initial, but 2 times be able to put back the offensive rebound.
Crowder off the curl, banks in a 3 to give the Grizzlies the lead, 76-75. And that lollipop pass stolen by Morant. Showtime! Morant, beautiful setup by Brandon Clark, who just checked in along with Grayson Allen. Morant against man. Valanciunas 4-3, bango! Williams, Green, Harrell, Mann, and Robinson on the floor for the Clippers, trying to extend their 6-game winning streak. Intercepted by Morant. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Jump ball behind the back, a scoop and score!
Hello!
Oh, how sweet it is!
Hello! Talked to Sam Cassell before the game. He said, what do you like about this young guy? He said he can make moves in traffic, Sam, that we have not seen in the NBA. I don't think ever.
Crowder, an open 3, bingo! Ja hangs and hits and is fouled.
Said he's gonna have to be ultra aggressive in it. That means there are times where don't give the ball up.
8 to shoot. Ja against Harrell in the lane, hangs and hits. Morant will throw it.
The ball must have been tipped.
Ball was tipped. Game's over. The inbounds pass was deflected, and the game is over, and the Clippers win at 121 to 119. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the excitement of the NBA from fabulous FedEx Forum on Beale Street in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. A flashback Friday as the Grizzlies throw back to their Vancouver Grizzlies uniforms. As tonight, they take on the Utah Jazz. Shot clock at 5. Morant for 3. Bango.
I think a big reason why they made the switch with Royce O'Neal is because certain situations, if they have to switch, then it's not the smaller Mike Conley being switched on either a big or one of the other guards that may be setting the screen.
Morant off balance, yes, and the foul. Foul on Bogdanović.
I think Morant has learned with Rudy Gobert in the game, there's no need in me continuing to challenge this guy at the front of the rim. The floater has been his friend. He's able to get a little bit of a bump there, minimal bump, but is able to sell it to get the three-point play opportunity.
And I've noticed he's a couple of times tonight, he has gone in, had a little bit of contact, and started shooting fadeaways. Conley, Gobert. Oh, great defense again by Jackson. Ja, BC with the slam. Clark in double figures. And Utah has come all the way back. 15 down.
Also, see if they use Jaren Jackson Jr. against Bogdanović going towards the rim at some point in time. As Valanciunas gets it to roll.
And the foul. Morant, one of the best fourth-quarter scorers in the league. A little in-and-out dribble, sets up Solomon Hill for 3. Bango, Solomon Hill. Grizzlies back in front with their 8th triple of the game and 2nd from Solomon Hill. Jaren's 3 is through. Step back 3 by Morant is in. Ja Morant averaging 8 points per fourth quarter. Morant down the lane and powers it in. Gobert did not challenge. And it's a 3-point game. But Utah found another level, and they win it tonight 103-94. Bojan Bogdanović with a game-high 33. Jonas Valanciunas 22 and 17. But in a losing effort, the Grizzlies now 5-13 on the year. They have lost 6 in a row, and their last 5 on the home floor.
D'Angelo Russell for the baseline and ticked it short. And here comes Ja Morant, 100 miles an hour. Willie Cauley-Stein did a good job there. You stop the ball. Valanciunas, back-to-back threes. Draymond will take it in. He didn't throw the lob.
Yeah, Jaren Jackson, we just talked about that length. It looked like he knew Draymond was going to try to keep it.
So Brooks, an open three, and look at Memphis off to the good beginning, and Steve Kerr has to call a timeout. Jackson, that one he's going to make because feet set in the pocket and wasn't forcing it. Morant with a step-back three.
He's shooting it well.
And these are turnovers that they're just giving away points. Crowder's got the easiest bucket of the night. D'Lo did everything but the basket there.
Yeah, he got the shot fake. He didn't really jump into him to draw the foul like he normally would.
Dylan Brooks set up by Ja Morant. I'll tell you what, Alec Burks did a great job slowing down Ja Morant. And then Angelo Russell never got in front of the screen. Ja Morant, nifty move.
Memphis is running a lot of handoffs and pick and rolls. You just got to talk communication.
Ja Morant. How clever was that? That was shades of white chocolate.
That was sweet.
Remember Jason Williams used to do that. A little leaner up and under, but the foul. So Ja Morant, he's got 17, dropping in both free throws. Ja Morant. He just plays at a nice pace.
He's got a lot of shots. He had Marquise Chris rolling to the basket. Everybody was focused on everyone he set screens for.
Ja Morant corkscrewing that up and in.
He's been so good tonight. He struggled last time we saw him against the Warriors. That's good vision again from Ja Morant.
Ja Morant. And you now have a season high on threes for the Grizz. Ja Morant right to the rim.
My goodness. He took off.
And that will do it. So the Warriors, as I said, a lot of single-digit losses.
Starting lineups, first off with the visiting Grizzlies. They come in with a record of 7-16. They are led by the talented number 2 overall pick, Ja Morant, Dylan Brooks, Jay Crowder, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Jonas Valanciunas. For the Suns, it'll be that same starting 5, Ricky Rubio, Devin Booker, Kelly Oubre Jr., Dario Saric, and Frank Kaminsky. Jackson Jr. using that length, and boy, you can see when he gets his step on you, it is over. 6'11", 242. He looks like almost, see one of those young giraffes where they're trying to get used to their legs and their body?
Well,
you think about what this kid's going to be in about 3 years, and it will be scary.
He is long, he is strong, and Grizzlies knocking down an outside shot.
Ja Morant flips it up and in, and again, the Grizzlies out of a timeout get points. Catch and shoot from Guduric right out of the corner, able to knock it down.
Yeah, you just can't let him catch it.
6 lead changes thus far in this one. Slip a pass inside to Clark, and looking for an and one. Morant, the rookie, just 14 minutes, 2 points. Strong drive and gets the finish.
No, Kelly Oubre just got frozen there. He couldn't help out.
Valanciunas takes a little soft lob and gets it up and in. Morant driving inside, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Baines. And this is kind of the stretch of the game where Morant here in his rookie season has looked to take over games. Morant on the drive, and then a late whistle comes after the miss. 10th assist for Book, 3rd double-double of the season. But you hear the chance of defense, that's what it is all about. Morant on the drive, and just erupts over the top of Baines for the right-hand slam.
Ja Morant, how quick he gets up and then slams it down over Baines.
And he shifted it into his right hand. He went with the left and put it into his right. Morant with a running start. Elevate! Oh, it dunks! Oh, my goodness! Ja Morant with elevation! Oh, my word!
Well, they didn't clear it out last time. Well, they cleared it out this time. Come get some Aaron Baines. Look at this young fella partner with a lot of body contact down below. Doesn't get the and one. Should have gotten an and one. Creates a spectacular play.
A big road win for Memphis as they get just their 5th road win of the season, 8th overall. As they improve to 8-16, the Suns will fall to 11-13. Grizzlies at 8-17 on the season off a loss last night against Milwaukee. Kyle Anderson moves into Jay Crowder's spot. Jaren, Jonas, Dylan, and Ja Morant for Taylor Jenkins. Morant, nice blow by, hangs, can't hit. Valanciunas offensive rebound and the stick back. Grizzlies among the league leaders in putback baskets this year, and Morant with a steal against Mahinmi, threw it up, it would have counted. And Mahinmi the foul, and Morant to the free throw line.
Well, he read the eyes of Ish Smith like a cornerback.
Morant for three. Bango. Second three-point make of the game for the Grizzlies, who are rolling with Valanciunas, Brooks, Morant, Hill, and Watanabe. Morant hangs and hits, and the foul. Hachimura with a step back. Ja, step back gun, he got it. Timeout Washington. Mahinmi blocked out by Valanciunas.
Good hustle.
That didn't go out of bounds, and then he saves it. Mahinmi was looking for a foul call. Kyle, slow-mo bucket.
Valanciunas though, partner. Hopefully nobody slips, because he went in, he fell into a bottle of water, we'll say, on the sideline.
Dylan Brooks. Valanciunas going to back down one-on-one, plenty of body contact, and then the pass saved by Morant. Dylan's got to go to beat the shot clock. Put it in! Smith, little in and out, blocked from behind by Morant. Shot clock down to 3. Mahinmi is fouled. Oh, Marco with the takeaway. Ja. Whoa! Morant, one-on-one with Bertans. Down the lane, and he packs it in with the right hand. Boom, baby!
What else do you say about this kid? I mean, it doesn't matter the situation, the time, who's defending him. He has one mission: to destroy.
Ja. Oh, BC with two hands again over the top. Not sure that Brandon didn't get a deflection on that. Grizzlies among the league leaders in deflections per game. BC, yes, and the foul. Morant spins around and finishes past Bonga. Grizzlies get their first win on the second night of a back-to-back. The 17-point win margin, their largest win margin of the season.
Right on time. Here's the second pick in last June's draft, 6'3" guard Ja Morant out of Murray State. He's sensational. That's what he can do. Get to the basket. He can finish with floaters or slams. Good D by none. Valanciunas with a short jump hook. Jonas Valanciunas. Here's Morant again, pick and roll with Valanciunas. A nice catch and finish for Jonas. If you look at their first-year head coach, 35-year-old Taylor Jenkins, a graduate from the Ivy League, University of Pennsylvania. Well, Ja Morant, the 20-year-old rookie, able to get into the paint for his second school. Jackson, corner three, and it's good. Jaren Jackson Jr. with 2 threes to start his night.
You see, it's very similar to an old Grizzly, Mike Miller, with the way he gets his feet, the way that he gets his feet set, and the shooting motions. Morant said, I got a little ratchet jumper also.
Morant getting around Silva.
That left hand pass.
DB, his three is through. Assist number 6 for Ja Morant. Jones against Morant. Ja finds Solomon Hill with an angle 3. Ring it up! Holy cow!
He loves the left angle.
Valanciunas with 17 points. Jaren Jackson with a dozen. Melton with 2 more. Give him 10. This is Ja Morant lobbing for Brandon Clark. Plus a foul. Valanciunas getting traded last year, then re-upping with a new contract in the offseason. 3 years, $45 million deal. That's a triple for Ja Morant. Ja Morant. He gets the run.
Morant attacks and finishes. John Morant. Morant in and out, hangs, and then Butler takes it off the rim, score it. It's a goaltend, score it for Morant. Ja, little hesitation. Got it! Grizzlies back in front, 108 to 107. Morant drives, and yanks it in! And the Grizzlies do get it into Morant. Around to Jaren Jackson screen, and a great find to Crowder. And there's the double-double, 10th assist for Morant.
There is Morant, got down low, dumps it off for Valanciunas, who was able to finish that play off. SGA trying to stay attached to John Morant, couldn't do it there. For the 20-year-old out of Murray State, Valanciunas left open, and he continues with the hot hand as he drills that three.
That's a deep shot by Morant. Boy, that's...
Well, he doesn't take a lot of threes, but he does make them effectively. In the lane, and it dances on the rim before it finally drops in. Shooter floats it up, left it short. He knew it was short, called it out, and here comes Memphis trying to get out on the run. That'll be a deep two, and another deep make there for John Morant. Boy, what a player he is.
Morant, come on, man. That's a nice move.
It's like Gallo trying to bait the call on Clark.
He got fouled. It's just a missed call by the officials.
Hello, John Morant in transition, and that's what the Grizzlies do. That is a foul inside. Morant took the bump from Chris Paul from behind, and he will go to the line for a possible three-point play.
They're one of the top teams anyway at getting in that painted area. And there it is, back-to-back painted bucket.
Morant, boy, again, comes back down and scores. Clark, and that's what he's been doing all night long. The double team on Morant. Clark left open inside, and another finish at the rim for the rookie out of San Jose State. Clark again, and that is good. Shooter guarding Morant. They double team him out in the perimeter. Has to lob it up. Clark throws it down with plenty of time left. 8.2, and Schroeder's going to get fouled immediately.
Cavaliers basketball, presented by Lexus, comes to you tonight from downtown Cleveland. It's the middle game of a three-game holiday homestand as the Cavs welcome to town winners of 4 of their last 6, the Grizzlies of Memphis.
Morant toward the basket, gets doubled, lobs up top to Valanciunas. Morant is number 1 among rookies in both assists per game and scoring. Morant probes, floats,
boy,
and scores.
He's smooth, isn't he? I love his game. Love watching him play the game. He knows how to play the game. Such a young player that has such a high basketball IQ. But by the time he's been in the league 2 or 3 years, he would be an all-star.
Whoa! Morant tried to hammer one over Love. Missed the dunk. Big collision between Morant and Love. Both went down back behind the play. Oh, my. Timeout in Cleveland. Kevin Porter. Shuffles down the lane, trying to give the ball to Henson. That was broken up, and that is turnover number 7.
Yep.
Morant into the corner. Melton for 3.
You see, that's where you get hurt. You turn the ball over, they come down and score. You do that 4 or 5 times a quarter. That's 15 numbers.
Brooks steps into a 3. John Morant was 1 of 6 in the first half. 2 points. He did dish out 4 assists. Leads all rookies in both categories, assists per game and scoring, as here he cans a mid-range shot. Love bounces one off the knee of Osman.
Turnovers, you've got to stop him.
That's the 12th by the Cavs. The Grizzlies have coughed it up by contrast only 4 times. Brooks fires a 3, and the Grizzlies have come out firing in this third quarter. They trailed by 4 at the break, and now the Grizzlies are in the midst of an 8-0 run. They own a 59-55 lead. Jackson has 14 points. He's the high Grizzly. Sexton to the hole, puts that up. It was blocked. Thompson got his hands on it, but eventually it's Valanciunas who squeezes it and gives to Morant. Now Brooks for 3. Oh, boy.
It's a West Coast, Western Conference team that will shoot the ball from 3 at any time.
Valanciunas
Morant now has dished out 9 assists on the evening. Morant nearly walked, nearly lost it. Shuffles one to Hill. Hill, fadeaway shot, got the roll.
Yeah, he got a good bounce that time. You got him where you want him now. Now it's time to lay it on him now. Now's the time to execute properly.
Morant with a floater. That's only his 3rd field goal. He has 6 points. The rookie has dished out 10 assists. Deals to Jackson for a contested 3 that's good. Woo. The Grizzlies have knocked down 14 triples. The Cavs, meanwhile, have hit 15. Both teams are shooting it well from deep. Morant. Ja Morant has given the Grizzlies a 107-106 lead. John Beilein Cavaliers improved to 8 and 21 points. Off the Cavalier bench to lead the way. Kevin Love, 21 points, 13 rebounds. Jordan will be talking to Angel shortly as the Cavaliers come alive in the 4th quarter and put the Grizzlies away.
Grizzlies, meanwhile, come in also off a loss last night, 10-19 on the season. Jonas Valanciunas, sore right foot, will not play. Solomon Hill makes his 2nd start of the season on the front line alongside Jaren Jackson Jr., Jay Crowder, Dillon Brooks, and Ja Morant. Solo also started the home loss to the Indiana Pacers back on December the 2nd. De'Aaron Fox. And Holmes there rolls to the rim and finishes again. Richaun Holmes, his first season with Sacramento, 3 years with Philadelphia, 1 with the Phoenix Suns. Already a career high. This is his 25th start of the season. Fox with the takeaway and the slam.
The thing is, you cannot be careless with De'Aaron Fox. You also have to be on point with going to the basketball. His speed and quickness is something that I don't think Morant has seen this season.
Jaren trying to create space, finds Morant underneath. Boy, Jaren, that was a really good decision because he was stymied. And Morant cutting to the rim gets his first basket of the game. And you look at the speed of Fox and the finish by De'Aaron Fox. Averaging 17 a game in his 3rd season out of Kentucky. Crowder cuts and finishes off the setup by Morant, his first assist of the game. The rebound tapped around and corralled by Harrison Barnes. Fox drives, hangs, hits, and is fouled. Crowder for 3. Bango. 11th triple for the Grizzlies tonight. Morant slaloms through, finds Dillon for 3. Bango. His first 3-point make of the game. Dillon in double figures with 11. Jaren with a knockaway, picked up by Crowder. Has Morant on the wing. Ja to the cup, lays it up and in.
That is the defense that Jaren Jackson Jr. has to play. Just be big in the paint. Don't pick up fouls.
Hield weaving his way through the lane. That's ping pong out of bounds off multiple Grizzlies. And the Grizzlies have just decided that Buddy Hield is not going to beat the Grizzlies by himself. Somebody else is going to have to.
They said, look, Morant gets it first and it bounces off with Dillon Brooks. We said it has been by committee tonight.
Fox an open 3. His first 3-point make of the game. Morant against Holmes. And Ja forces it up and in against Holmes, who had him stymied. And then Barnes, the illegal screen, as Morant gets rocked. Bagley. Morant got it from behind, and Barnes draws a foul. Solomon going up and under, and it's blocked by Ariza Dillon. Did he get it away in time? Apparently so. Offensive rebound. Solomon Hill still working the glass. Still working the glass. Solomon Hill keeping the possession alive and then throws it away to Fox for the lead-in.
I mean, he literally just ran by 2 players. That was, it looked like they were just standing in mud as he pushed the ball through to go for that finish. Oh, great steal here.
Fox.
He took this matchup here personally. I talked to Doug Christie before the game. He's their analyst, and the one thing that he talked about was De'Aaron Fox has never backed down to anyone. Dillon Brooks called a timeout before anything had happened. Good job by Dillon Brooks.
Kings have 2 timeouts remaining. Grizzlies don't have a foul to give. Bagley banks it in. 8-point game, 112-104. Fox for 3. You said it, I did.
So now they're looking at me crazy.
Exactly. 5-point game, 112-107. Morant to the rim, and he jams with the right hand.
Able to beat the pressure, and Morant saw the lane open.
Offensive rebound, Fox. He attacks and banks it in. 5-point game with 23 seconds remaining. Fox drives. Ariza hits the three. Ariza, get out of the way. His three is off. Hammer, nail, coffin. This baby is over. And Morant, who averages 7.7 points per fourth quarter, comes up with 9 in the fourth tonight. And the Grizzlies win it 119-115 over the Sacramento Kings. And before tonight's game, Ja Morant presented with the October-November Western Conference Rookie of the Month award. And my guess, Brevin, is that that will not be the last Rookie of the Month award that he'll see. No team is more dependent upon mid-range jump shots than the San Antonio Spurs. Aldridge missing a three and the rebound of Morant.
Well, the thing for Valanciunas is when he is retreating defensively, can't go too far into the paint because Aldridge is more of a perimeter big as Ja Morant gets his offense going early tonight.
Morant finds Valanciunas, and he attacks and scores. Grizzlies start the second with Valanciunas, Brooks, Morant, Anderson, and Solomon Hill. Valanciunas screens. Ja off the window and in, and a three-point opportunity.
We'll watch the highlight of this. He's losing the basketball as he's going up, but still has the wherewithal to control it and finish.
Morant, nice find. Dillon, the hoop in the high. DeRozan. And the rebound, Dillon. A lob ahead, and Morant throws it down.
So the reaction time of Jay Crowder to make this pass was amazing because he doesn't see it right away.
Nifty move there. That's not going to get blocked.
So many oohs and ahs from the young fella.
Lyles an open three. And Morant, after Aldridge mistimed his leap, a lob for Valanciunas from Morant.
Yeah, he got
Trae Lyles, his best scoring game of the season.
I was a fan when he was.
Oh, Morant, wham! Over the top with two hands.
I'm a fan of Ja Morant.
Of course. Why wouldn't you be? Morant, Clark leans and hits. So Clark and Melton in, Valanciunas and Dillon Brooks out. Under 5 minutes remaining in the third. Morant around the high screen, floats it up and in. Ja Morant, 15 for Morant. Morant off the curl, takes flight, floats it up and in. Over LaMarcus Aldridge. 67%, Rich Rob informs me, is the all-time Grizzlies opponent high for field goal percentage in a game.
I told you we got a lot of those bad first times tonight.
Yeah, there's going to be some heavy editing of the Grizzlies record book after this one. 145-115.
I'll tell you, the Commissioner's not blowing the whistles right now, and you know that. Morant gets all the way to the basket.
And no surprise that Billy Donovan calls a timeout. Oh, what a blow by Morant, as he is just exploding to the rim. Morant and Valanciunas, despite traffic inside. And, you know, Ja Morant was going to make an imprint on this game at some point. Morant, who had a very good game 8 days ago, sets up Jackson for that really unorthodox release. He spreads his legs out. He kind of pushes it up. Not really a high release at all. And he's got another triple, his second one of the night. Schroeder trying to go step for step with Morant, who has that nice touch. He has not been a focal point on the offensive end. That's just his third made basket for 6 points. We got to slow down Morant in transition, and boy, that did not take long as he quickly, like a streak of lightning through the night. Morant nearly traveled, and Valanciunas on the hook shot turnaround. Morant breaks down the D, got down low and scores. Ja Morant, real impressive young player. 20 years old. Him and Jackson both just 20 years old.
Winter wonderland conditions, big crowd on approach inside Pepsi Center. We expect to be warm and toasty as we get ready for the Grizzlies and the Nuggets.
Harris, shot was blocked by Morant. Now Morant is listed as 6'2", 175, but he has got some incredible hops. And the Nuggets +4 in the rebounding department. What was that stat? You had 17 and 2 when they get at least 4 or more rebounds.
At least 44 rebounds.
Now Crowder bouncing inside, and Morant will shoot 2.
Coach Malone said, I don't know if you guys feel this right now, but you're playing there's a lot of standing around. That's not who we are. We need to play with more energy. Look to work inside out offensively, guys.
Meanwhile, they just continue to attack, down 22 at one time. This is a 3-point game, and Denver scored 2 points in these 4 minutes.
And the 3 on the way is good from Ja Morant. Now Valanciunas coming in, and he drops it home. So 8 straight points for Jonas Valanciunas. Now Grayson Allen turns the corner. Morant sneaks by.
3 of 4. So Mike was talking about the shots they're making. 3 of 4 in the paint this quarter for Memphis.
Brooks. And he knocks it in.
Yeah, they just set the roll and hope the lone weak side guy helps you that roll, and that was Gary, and he did. And then you try to bring up the shooter for the 3.
Inside Morant.
2 straight drives just into the big down low. 2 3-point opportunities for Memphis.
Morant today with 13 points on 5 of 9 shooting. Jackson for 3.
3 straight 3-point plays. 2 and 1s and now a 3. Now you're in a 7-point game with 5 minutes to go.
108-95. Don't forget. A game tomorrow against the Sacramento Kings. Right here at Pepsi Center. We'll have it for you here on Altitude Sports. Morant in the lane. Got it. Boy, he explodes at the goal, does he not? And the timeout called. And the ball poked away. And Milton, the concession basket. The Denver Nuggets rebound after the loss on Wednesday. And they win by 9. 66 points in the paint for Michael Malone and the Denver Nuggets. 70 is the high. 22-9, the best 31-game start in NBA franchise history.
We welcome you to the Golden One Center on 500 David J. Stern Walk. Good matchup tonight in the backcourt, as it's De'Aaron Fox who played so well against Ja Morant when they met just a couple of weeks ago in Memphis. Tonight, it is the rematch. Morant gets a screen, now looks for Jackson, makes the catch, blocked by Fox.
Ooh, 2 hands.
What a nice job by Fox. Buddy Hield. 2-0 Sacramento. Now Dylan Brooks all the way and ties the game. No defense there, though. Brooks, by the way, when he scores 20 or more, Memphis is 8-0 as Fox has his first basket. Fox 0 of 2 from 3. And there's Morant. He can fly, and now it's Memphis with their first lead. And now it's Fox. Numbers, the only one back is Crowder. He's got 2 Kings with him, and they play catch, and Fox now has the Kings up by 3. And it's no good from Holmes. Now Morant, Brooks. He's got the hot hand. Uh-oh. That is now 10 points for Brooks. Morant now to the foul line. Now finds Jackson. And that is going to be and 1. And that makes it 20-12. Fox, boy, he was open. He could have shot that. Now it's Barnes. And Harrison Barnes makes it 21-15. Valanciunas hawks for 3 and hits. Valanciunas, he's a very good 3-point shooter at 44%. Hello. Yep. Well, it's a 10-point game, so they've cut the lead in a half. And it was poked away, and the Kings come up with it. Good hands. Fox steps on the gas pedal. Fox to the foul line. Fox hangs, and he'll get 2 free throws. Let's see if they attack, get aggressive. and make their free throws like De'Aaron Fox just did. And there's Fox. That time he was stopped. It's only 14 here in this quarter at the moment. And there's Morant, and he scores 58-51. Kings need to close out this second quarter strong because they've played very well. Under 2 minutes. Barnes.
Good find.
Oh, and Harrison Barnes cuts the lead to 2. Crowder's 3. Short. Fox. Bogdanovic to take the lead. Bogdanovic. Oh, boy. And they have come from 20 down. They've got the lead. And look at again. That defense by Barnes. Here they come. Fox. De'Aaron Fox.
Defense, creating offense.
Would the real Sacramento Kings please take a step forward?
Get there.
Yep, Fox hits the 3. He had missed his first 3, and now Sacramento opens up an 8-point lead. Here's Morant, quickly fouled. Bjelica pushed him, and Morant will get to the line for the first time. A 79% free throw shooter. Oh, wow. Nicest pass of the game. Fox to Holmes. Here's Morant. Boy, he's got a weird-looking shot, but it falls, and it's a 1-point game. Fox plays catch with himself off the glass. Morant. And there's Fox again, and it's going to be 11 on the clock.
Yeah, I love what Fox does on the defensive end.
Valanciunas, and they work it down low, and it's again a 1-point game. And again, they're trying to get the ball. Morant instead takes a 3. They were trying to set up Valanciunas, but he had an opening. And again, it's a 1-point game. Morant has 12. And now Morant behind the back into the lane. Sets up his teammate, and now Memphis has the lead thanks to Jay Crowder. Morant. And a foul will get him to the line. I think they got Corey Joseph on the foul. Well, we got De'Aaron Fox, and he's healthy.
Listen, you go to the basket.
Yeah, right.
I'm telling you.
Fox steals it. De'Aaron Fox. And he makes it 108-106.
D up, baby, D up.
Fox pumped Morant. So he'll go to the line and try to make it a 2-point game. Let's see if Sacramento can capitalize. You get the feeling it's going to be that man right there with the ball that's going to decide this game for Sacramento.
There he goes.
Just the feeling.
I'm just saying. Grant Stradamus calling it.
Fox has 23, and Morant answers right back. So it's the 2 quick guards scoring for their respective teams with just over 3 minutes remaining. 3-pointer, good. Buddy Hield. 115-110. And De'Aaron Fox makes it 120-112. And the Kings come up with a steal, and now they can use some clock here. Here comes Morant, full head of steam. Oh boy, is he fast.
He is.
And 122-117. Anything but a foul here. Do not let them score with the clock stopped. Morant, quick inbound.
Morant is Fox-ish.
Melton. 2 more for Morant, 10.6. Morant, Melton, Happy New Year, Sacramento.
Multitasking line for Zoo the other night. 8 points, 5 rebounds, 4 block shots. Jay Crowder, who comes into the game really struggling, 9 of 47 in his last 8 ball games, cans the first 3 of the game. Morant gets down the lane, a whistle and a foul. Ja down the lane. Crowder for a catch and shoot 3. I told you he was struggling coming into this game. He's hit now 2 threes in the first quarter. Wow, there's a lob to Morant, flushes it in. Wow.
Look at how explosive he is. You usually don't see guys that are that explosive that actually have a very high basketball IQ.
Morant left alone for 3 and knocks it in. That's a tough play.
See, that's nothing. That's not a big deal right there. There's no crossover right there. It was a nice step back.
Morant knocks in the painted jump shot.
That's a point of emphasis when you're trying to get better as a defender. You have to say, you know what, I got to do a better job.
Gives to Morant, who did a lot of other things. Here's Valanciunas, knocks down the mid-range shot. Morant watched by Leonard. What a clever play by the rookie. Undaunted by the two-time defensive player of the year.
Nice little hesitation pass, keeps it in that left hand, his offhand, and he finishes very well with that hand.
Valanciunas beneath the net, fades, fires, count it, and give him one more on the house. Ja Morant, another clever lay-in with the left hand. Ja Morant down the lane, draws the contact from behind. He'll go to the stripe for a couple of free throws. Floater by Morant is good. He has 20. Morant inside to Jackson, and he flushes it in with the left hand.
What a pass right there by Ja Morant.
Here comes Morant. He doesn't have numbers. He doesn't care. He draws the foul en route to the rim. Clippers overcame a 10-point deficit in Memphis to win back just before Thanksgiving. And Jackson Jr., he has 6 of his 18 here in the fourth.
You know, as I was thinking earlier, coming over to the game, you talk about a guy, I mean, they really had it going, but
After beginning their 5-game homestand with a thrilling comeback on Friday night, they look to deliver a little payback to a confident Memphis team here this evening. It's the Phoenix Suns and Memphis Grizzlies right here on Fox Sports Arizona. Booker slips inside.
And again, I think perimeter players aren't used to guarding a guy that's concentrating on the mid-range game late. I mean, Devin has been able to really carve out areas on the court with ease.
Valanciunas walking into that three, shooting 44% on the season. Morant was able to slip down inside, and already a timeout from Monty Williams. Valanciunas had a switch for a moment, but Morant trying to take Ayton and slips a pass inside.
Yeah, that was a heck of a pass there. Suns lack of communication and players barking at one another because of making those mistakes.
You know, this is a unit that has not gone through a full practice yet together. Haven't spent a lot of reps together as Valanciunas takes the easy feed and hammers it down. But here's Morant. Suns so far have kept him in check. 2 points, 3 assists. He gets a switch. Looking for the step back three, and he will get it.
Well, they're getting their mismatches, and they're forcing the switch. And they're going right at it.
Morant trying to work his way inside, kicks it out to Crowder, one up wide open, and connects on a triple. Monty Williams wants a timeout. Suns had out-rebounded Memphis in that first half as Jaren Jackson Jr. cashes in the long three.
Aggressive as the Suns have been, the Grizzlies aren't getting called for fouls, and the Suns are.
Morant with a tough floater. To Ja Morant. Snakes his way inside, right to the rim. Bridges drops it off inside to Booker. Swings it out to Oubre, looking for the three. No. And Kelly's three-point shot not in range tonight as Grayson Allen runs the floor and takes one up top. Grizzlies improved to 15-22. The Suns fall to 14-22 with a loss here tonight. 121-114 is the final.
Napier misses the jumper. Rebounded Jaren. Run out for Morant. Slaloming, hanging, and hitting Ja Morant.
He does a great job of releasing himself, and then this is just pure athleticism, but the ability to finish with the left hand, even floating away from the basket, such a good move. That should be a goaltender.
Jang He's called for the goaltend. Jaren responds with a finger roll on the other end. Towns nursing a left knee sprain. Jake Layman has been out for an extended period of time with a left toe injury as Morant rings the bell. Shot clock down to 5. Here's Crowder for 3. Puts it in. Jay Crowder bails the Grizzlies out of a tight spot. Lob for Clark. And a timeout taken by Ryan Saunders. 6 to shoot. Ja crossing over and going to the cup. Sensational move by the rookie. Covington frozen. And then a blow-by the rookie. To your point about the third quarters on the road trip, Grizzlies averaged almost 37 a game. There's Morant with a floater. Grizzlies just 4 of 18, and this is a Minnesota team that's guarded the arc very well. Morant to the rim. Morant. Yes! And what a beautiful setup by Jay Crowder. And how about the body control from Ja Morant? Morant. Yes! And the Grizzlies have the lead 86 to 84. Morant hanging. Not hitting, following, not to be denied. DB for 3, Spango. And Brooks woofing at the Minnesota bench. Shot clock at 6. Morant behind the screen. Yes, sir! The rookie says, calm, cool, collected. Timeout, Minnesota. Aaron screens, Morant, harassed, hits again. Morant creating off the bounce. Dillon trying to get free. We get a screen for Morant. Jaren for 3. Bingo! Oh, what shot making by Jaren Jackson Jr. Morant behind the back, down the lane, scoops and scores! Sensational play by Morant.
To throw the ball behind your back with 2 defenders coming at you, with 40 seconds to go in the game, 55 seconds to go in the game, for you to be able to make that move, the confidence. Tell me this guy's a rookie.
Jaren, yes! Timeout, Minnesota, their final timeout. Stolen by Morant. Hammer, nail, coffin. This baby is over. Ja, Aldridge on a run out to close him out. Shot clock at 5. Delivery underneath. Valanciunas, yes, and the foul. Well, Brevin, you said in the pinnacle effective advice of the game, bigs be big, and that would certainly include Jonas Valanciunas. Valanciunas for 3. It's through. Jonas Valanciunas. Jaren for 3. Bango. Down the well it goes for Jaren Jackson Jr. Morant with a run. Morant against Lyles. Dillon, a deep 3. It's through. And the Grizzlies 3 for 3 on offensive rebound opportunities, hitting 3s. Oh, rejection by Brandon Clark. Morant on a run. Nice feed. Kyle Anderson to the rim and in off the glass. Backdoor cut. Morant. It's a goaltend called on Pirtle. Morant attacks. Lobs for Valanciunas. And he banks it in and draws a foul. Lyles, I believe, got him from behind. Valanciunas on the back down against Aldridge. Threw it up and wow, there's Morant. Dillon, a catch and shoot 3. It's through.
The Grizzlies, good rhythm here to start. Nice pass.
Morant, wham! Dillon Brooks with the delivery. Crowder drills a triple. Stolen by Morant. Ja, wham! With a reverse.
He jumps here and it's like, well, let me see what I'm gonna dunk it that way. I'll turn around and dunk it this way.
Brooks for 3. Bango. And it's picked up by Morant. Morant through the lane, a scoop and a score for Ja Morant as the shot clock was about to expire. Murray melted with a knockaway, picked up by Grayson Allen. A look ahead, D'Anthony, nice feed, Morant, goaltending. Morant, 6 in the quarter. Oh, what a pass. Jaren with the jackhammer and the assist, the 12th from Morant. Morant goes back to work. Dillon. And for three, Dillon Brooks goes down. Another assist for Morant. Morant against Mills, gets the Valanciunas screen, hits the floater. Grizzlies lead the league in floaters. 2 minutes remaining. Got by Patty Mills, leans, and hits again. 20 for Morant. Make it 22 points. 14 assists for Morant as well. Golden State comes in at 9-31 with Glenn Robinson, Draymond Green, Omari Spellman playing really well as of late. Alec Burks, D'Angelo Russell returns after battling a shoulder injury for head coach Steve Kerr. Uncharted waters for him, dealing with a ton of injuries and 19 different starting lineups to this point. Grizzlies, meanwhile, 17-22 on the season. Here's how they'll line up. Crowder, Jackson, Valanciunas, Brooks, and Morant, as the Grizzlies have won 4 in a row and 5 of their last 6 for head coach Taylor Jenkins. Pull up by Robinson. His 3 not there. Valanciunas boards. Grizzlies start 0-4. Ja gonna lean in and score. Ja Morant challenging Omari Spellman in deep. Draymond Green's numbers do not pop off the sheet, but he is so important to this team that has struggled with injuries. Morant drops in a triple. He has all 5 Grizzlies points, 9-5 to count. Russell deep. And off the deflection, picked up by Crowder. Grizzlies trying to get numbers. Ja, dish, Jaren slam! Solomon Hill brings the bell.
Simple basketball. Morant faked the ball to the top. The defense reacts. Nice, easy pass. Solomon Hill in the middle for a mid-range jump.
They run Jaren Jackson off the line. Long rebound, Draymond tipping it, but couldn't quite get it to D'Angelo, and the lob hurts him on the counterattack.
As soon as Ja Morant got it, he knew what to do with it, but we just saw Jaren Jackson drive to the basket. That's what that 3-ball can do for you.
Ja to a trailing Valanciunas. Jonas with 14. Green with a lob, but no completion.
2 lobs out there, 2 bigs, have not finished here this afternoon.
Jaren for 3, bango. And for Jaren, the streak lives on in terms of 3-point makes. Morant. Valanciunas with the pump fake, drives on Spellman. Banks the hook in.
They are going underneath Morant's screen, so see if they start to set the screens lower. He will be able to get some rhythm jump shots from behind a screen.
Burks behind the green screen. Good contest and a rebound for Valanciunas. He has been fantastic here this afternoon. Lob for Jonas! And Morant gets the assist, and Valanciunas says, thank you very much. Timeout, Golden State. Morant. Shot clock down to 4. Melton. Wow, creating over Cauley-Stein. Morant hits the floater. Went screen to roll with Valanciunas, and that time Josh says, I'm going to take it myself. Poole blocked by Jonas. Melton, lob, there it is! Hammer, nail, coffin, this baby is over on the lob to Ja Morant. Grizzlies a season high, 32 fast break points. And the Grizzlies are going to win it 122 to 102.
Harden leading the NBA in scoring at 37-7. Here's Morant. Get by McLemore. 7-0 run for the Rockets. Ja Morant gets to the basket again. Another driving layup. Here's Morant now. Harden defending. Morant goes up and over. Boy, Ja's got that look in his eyes early. This has been a group that has come together nicely. Second youngest team in the NBA as Morant hits a 3. Morant kicks it. Here is Melton for 3. Back-to-back possessions. Morant and Melton.
Collins still that in us. A lot of times you're coming in trying to prove you belong, and that doesn't always go.
And wow. And what a dish. And what a finish.
I reckon what you're saying simply because I came up in an era like that.
Spin by Morant. Layup is good.
Right there. This guy's electrifying.
And Rivers falls down. It's Morant against House. Behind the back he goes. Jackson is down. He hammers it home.
Oh my
Set
God.
up by Morant. Look
Oh
at
my
that.
God. Oh my God.
Woo. Behind the back, Morant. Looking for someone. Oh! Top for Clark. How did he see him?
Terrific play by Morant.
Off the leg of Morant and gets a block on the final heave. That takes us to the end of the first half. And Morant goes to the basket. Part of the C's for him and an easy layup for Ja Morant. A good start to the fourth for Ja Morant. Shot clock at 3 on top of Jackson. Morant to Jackson. 13 made threes for the Rockets. They've attempted 39 in the game already. Hill answers with a three. Solomon Hill. Morant a three. Morant on the take. Nice defense by Tucker. And a whistle. Morant scored 23 points. He's dished out 8 dimes. Step back three. Ja Morant. He's got it. Confidence and chemistry starting to define this young Memphis Grizzlies team.
Valanciunas for the high screen. Ja to the rim and in.
Yes, he's able to keep Garland on his back and finish with that left hand.
Morant again.
The inside-out dribble. Kevin Love, no way that he can react.
Morant again attacks. Finds Brandon Clark. Dribble penetration. Dillon has scored the last 8.
Oh, good block, Morant.
And Morant with a block of Garland. 4 gone by second quarter. Shot clock down to 5. Morant on the weave. Off the high glass and in. Ja Morant. Morant down the lane. Leans and scores. Ja Morant.
Whoa. Morant double clutches at the rim. Hooks rebounds. Outlets to Morant. Morant took a feed from Crowder. Back to Jackson.
Yeah, see, they just are relentless now.
Crowder. Lob. Yeah! Oh, baby! Colin Sexton, as I said at the top of the telecast, having a great month of January. Brandon Clark elevates and hits. Morant works against Sexton. Finds Solomon Hill. 6th assist for Morant. Morant down the lane. Behind the back to Jaren, but he can't finish. And a tie-up.
Look at this guy. I mean, it is just amazing basketball.
Morant down the lane, finger rolls and scores.
Morant takes middle. Came up with a loose ball and Valanciunas hooks it home. Sexton blocked by Valanciunas. Grizzlies out and running. Morant deals. Clark slams. Timeout Cleveland. Oh, and the Grizzlies immediately asking for a flagrant foul call on Kevin Love. 113-109. The Grizzlies with the victory. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the excitement of the NBA from fabulous FedEx Forum on Beale Street in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. It is the 18th annual Martin Luther King Jr. celebration game as the Pelicans visit the Memphis Grizzlies.
Still there by Valanciunas, and he starts to break, but he has to give it up quickly.
Jaren for 3. Bingo! And one game after his 29-game streak ended with a 3-point make, he drops his first try of the afternoon, and the Grizzlies back in front. Morant to a cutting Brooks. Tough chance by Dillon. Stopping on a dime and banking it home. He's got 4. Brooks with 26 in the win over Cleveland on Friday night. Morant drives, challenges Melly and finishes at the rim. And a 3-point miss there, and Melly starts the second half in place of Hayes.
Well, because of Valanciunas being on the floor, it's a tough matchup as Jaren steps into the 3. Great start, but with Melly on the floor, takes Valanciunas away from the basket on the defensive side, making it a lot tougher for him to be on the floor.
Morant drives, dishes. Yega, Valanciunas.
Well, you can see it, that pace there. See the Grizzlies try to create it here in the third. Great push and drop off by Morant. Good move here by Morant to get to the basket.
Ja behind the back to the cup. Yes, and the foul.
But look at the difference in these moves. Now he is making a second move as he gets to Melt. Look, there's the second move. Whereas for the duration of this game, it has just been pick the ball up and try to use his athleticism. Again, it gets around the screen, a second move. Not just pick it up, be athletic to try to go over the top. Shifty down low to now create an easier scoring opportunity.
Morant with 8. New career high with 7 3-point makes. 36 for Jrue Holiday. 9 his season high. Melly with the denial of Morant. Ingram, lob. And a throwaway, and Morant's at the other end. He's got Grayson Allen going for the lob.
And we talk about making a difference and hopefully making happiness in this world, and to showcase it here in Memphis, it means so much for me and for the entire team.
Ja Morant for 3 to get him in double digits with 11. Ball can't hit the 3. Rebound Melton. Well, because this is a Pelicans team that has blown leads. Melton to the rim and in. 121 to 109.
Well, the other thing that happens is good deep on
Melton. Away. Clark. Morant. Yes to the foul. 10-point game. Second steal by Melton and Morant.
But just keep playing Grizzlies basketball. We said you don't know what's going to happen on the scoreboard, but you find a rhythm and then see what happens.
21 3-point makes for the Pelicans, and they will take the first of 4 meetings between these divisional rivals and pick up a full game on the Grizzlies in the Western Conference standings. 126-116 is your final.
For the Grizzlies, Ja Morant and Dylan Brooks are the guards. Tough-minded Jay Crowder and that young Jaren Jackson Jr., the ex-Michigan State Spartan. Join, I think, a very underrated 6'11", 8th-year man from Lithuania, Jonas Valanciunas. Jackson from distance drains it. Jaren Jackson Jr. already with 7. Morant guarded by Markieff Morris. To the basket goes Solomon Hill, twisting, turning, lay-in. And Hill has 5. Morant with the basketball. Crosses over to the lane. Shot is down.
This is a guy
first basket for Morant.
They've come back on their defense, but they've also come back on the strength of mostly bench guys.
Morant sends it back outside. And DeAnthony Melton able to knock it down. That's a triple. Markieff Morris inside, blocked by Jackson. Morant with a lob. Big time finish by Brandon Clark. Morant with a crossover. Nice dish inside. Clark able to convert and draw a foul.
Derrick Rose has been such a pleasant surprise.
Shocking. You know, there's a chance he could possibly end up in that All-Star game in Chicago.
He deserves it.
I really think so, too.
Not because he's from Chicago, but he's playing well enough that he's earned the right.
You're right. It would not be honorary.
No, not at all.
Earned.
Not at all. You know, there he goes again. But he's a tremendous athlete.
He could have been a tremendous football player. You can see by the way he's put together.
They're the youngest team in the league, and they've got a team full of athletes, guys that can go to the moon, run the floor in terms of pace. David, they're the 3rd fastest team in the league. They score the most fast break points. So if you're the Pistons or any opponent, you got to get back. If you don't have success on the offensive end, you better get back.
Absolutely. They pass the ball well. Let's see, everybody touches the ball, and so there's nobody that you can really focus on.
Brooks buries it from behind the long line. Ja Morant has 4 points and 8 assists. Gives it up to Clark. Ja Morant gets it back topside and a good screen from Hill. Morant down the lane. Lefty lay-in. Yes. 89-82. Ja Morant gets the ball back from Anderson. Spins, misses. Got his own rebound. Dishes to DeAnthony Melton, who lays it in and draws the foul. Morant off the Dylan Brooks sideline. 3 is through for Dylan Brooks. Man, he's been a killer tonight. Shot clock's running down for Morant. Leaves it in front, and somehow able to convert is Brandon Clark. Morant threw it up and in. Brandon Clark wasn't sure if it was a lob or not. Derrick Rose against Melton. Screen from Christian Wood. Derrick with a drive. Hook on the run. No, a little too hard. Rebound to Clark. Now Morant brings it to forecourt.
Jackson's presence, Jackson Jr.'s presence there helped take that angle that Derrick Rose needed.
Morant with a wild, leaning lefty scoop. No, but he was fouled. Morant gets a screen from Jackson. Backs up with that dribble. Gets it back from Melton. Drives it. Scoops it. Scores it. Went to his left hand. Now it's 160 to 108. Memphis with just over 2 to play. Goes inside to Jackson for a jam. The 2 star youngsters teamed up there for a big-time basket. Morant with a drive. Right to the rim, laid it in. Morant will dribble out the clock. And the Pistons, who played very well in stretches, fall to the young guns from the Memphis Grizzlies here, 125 to 112.
We know it's going to be a tough night for everybody to play this game, and it was a nice tribute to him, and it's nice that both teams were able to come together and come to an agreement on what they would like to do. And you said the tough task of it now is to try to figure out how to still play the game, which you say both of these teams will compete hard because that's what they know what to do.
Speaking of somebody who knows how to compete really hard, Dylan Brooks wearing
24.
Coincidentally 24. Jaren over Saric. Saric on a pitch out. Rubio. Long 2 on the way. Rebound Anderson. Nice. Morant over the top. And triggered by a great outlet pass by Kyle Anderson. Then Dylan, then John for the slam. Oubre, that's a long 2. And the rebound, Kyle Anderson. And a pitch ahead to Morant for another slam. Kyle Anderson making a huge difference, not only on the glass, but the pitch aheads, his second assist of the game to go along with 4 rebounds. Solomon Hill. It's a 3 and it's through. Oh, what a knock away by Dylan. Morant with a full head of steam to the cup. Hangs and hits off the window.
Rubio had no chance. Trying to backpedal against a speedster, you're not going to win.
Not going to happen. Oh, yeah. That's deflected and stolen. Grizzlies with numbers. Anderson drop feed Morant.
Oh, nice.
Oh, what a pocket pass to Jaren for the slam. That was fantastic. Morant leaning and scoring and drawing a foul. Javon Carter the foul. Kyle Euro steps and scores. Morant, oh, what a move to get by Ayton and get to the cup.
Well, he gets there and it's sort of a pause. And then because of the pause, I think that Ayton goes, ooh, as he goes by. I've never seen too many times where the defender says, ooh, on a nice move by the guy that's making it on you.
Morant drives on Booker into a double team, hangs and draws a foul on Ayton. And he'll go back to the free throw line. That's the good news. The bad news is Morant has been a mixed bag and bounced at the line today. Just 3 of 7 from the stripe. Whoa! Morant with the lob for Clark. Brooks against Booker. Morant with a little show and go. Jaren, deep 3. Bango! Dylan, step back gun. Morant with a follow slam! Holy cow! Out of bounds, it'll stay with Phoenix. Morant now is 17-8 in the quarter. Morant leans in and scores. Both teams 2 timeouts. No fouls to give out of the way. Morant with a fadeaway, puts it in. Money ball by Ja Morant. Brooks against Booker. Bridges guards Morant. Lob for Brandon Clark. 3-point game with 32.6. Booker misses. Rebound Ayton. Rubio for 3. Boarded by Morant. Hammer, nail, coffin. This baby is over.
officials tonight: Sean Corbin, Carl Lane, and Jonathan Sterling. Nuggets won the first 2 against the Grizz. And Degerich puts it in.
Well, it's getting to the paint in a non-aggressive fashion, trying to kick out, and you're 1 too deep.
And Brooks puts it in. Dylan Brooks, a second-round pick out of Oregon, played 3 seasons there. 9-2 run for the Nuggets as they pulled to within 5. Solomon Hill working. Valanciunas is back in. You notice the beard, right? Pass into the corner. Good close out by Porter. He's playing defense. 2 to shoot. Morant. Oh, my gosh. Wow, just an impossible angle with a 1/10 of a second remaining.
And then somehow squeezes between Torrey and MPJ. Joker's there as well, and good on him that he knew the shot clock.
That was jaw-dropping, so to speak.
That's a nice play.
Ja Morant, really hezzy there. And Ja Morant. Look at 16 turnovers. They're usually really careful with the basketball. As Morant gets inside. And a timeout. And a 17-point lead for Memphis. Morant inside. That's good.
Ja Morant making fun of Monte Morris, saying he's too little when he got out of that pile.
And Valanciunas is away. Shot clock's at 4. Morant. The 30 is good.
And once he went over the top of that screen so high, Morant's too quick.
Grizzlies have missed 4 free throws here in the 4th quarter. That's about all they've done that's not so good as Kyle Anderson knocks in a 2. A young, exciting team that's on the way up. So are the Nuggets. And a couple of coaches, Michael Malone, Taylor Jenkins. Nikola Jokic leads the Denver Nuggets 25-13. Grant finishes with 21. Brooks with 24.
Look at that dribble there.
Morant gets inside, uses his offhand.
Rolling them to sleep there along the baseline.
Morant. A little soft touch at the rim.
Look how easily he makes the game look, folks.
There's Morant, throws it back up top. Goodrich as the shot clock expires. Brandon Clark, boy, he likes that little floater, and it is effective. Anderson, alley-oop to Morant. And a timeout call by Mike Miller. Has to be upset with poor transition defense there as the Grizzlies have equaled their largest lead. Morant using the pick and roll, slices inside. The ball got hit, and he still hung on. He's got great hands.
Valanciunas, you mentioned the 10 rebounds among the leaders.
Brooks down low. And once again, the Knicks transition defense very poor. Oh, Clark gets inside, and that's, I'm going to say that's at least the 5th time the Knicks just didn't get back on defense. Morant, shake and bake, tied up, back out. Dylan Brooks, that's good. He's got 19 here in the first half. Morant finds Jackson in the corner, and Jackson hits the 3.
Remember, Jackson didn't score the first half. 0 for 6. Now he's made his first 2.
Morant, count it, and the foul. Ja Morant, chance for a 3-point play, and the Knicks are down 20. Morant, up top, Jackson got that push shot, and hits the 3-pointer. That's his second 3-pointer.
Silent first half for Jackson, 0 for 6.
Morant. Oh, sweet move from Ja Morant, right around Mitchell Robinson.
Hanging and banging that time.
When you see that in slow motion, that's just incredible. Brooks. Oh, looked like he came down. Morant goes inside, kicks it out. Solomon Hill from the corner is good. I thought that he landed when he went up in the air and landed. Morant using the Valanciunas screen and just flips it up and in. He's got 18 points, 8 assists.
Barely worked up a sweat tonight.
Crowder's been feasting there.
Crowder connects that one. And that will put it back up to 15.
He likes that left elbow first.
And Chunas apparently is okay.
There's a sweet finish. Ja Morant. Guy who comes in 17 a game. He's 12th in the league in assists.
Joel, so many number 8s across the league have done the same. Just such an amazing and staggering loss for the NBA community.
That's what great really pass. Good. Right. He's got Valanciunas. So Ja Morant finds him. He's 12th in the league in assists, averaging 17 and 7 a game. And Lonzo wasn't ready for it. It was hot.
It was hot.
And an easy one. Ja Morant on the pass. So the Pels didn't get back at all in transition. To give you an idea that Ja Morant can do a little bit of everything. Sensational talent for Memphis.
Hey, that young man is 6'3". He just touched his numbers with that basketball.
They come out on a break. Got Josh Jackson and points off a turnover. All of a sudden, like that, I said, how do they close it? Not a good start to the final 2 minutes. Now Morant all the way to the rack.
And he did such a good job of taking himself off the three-point line so he can get a full head of steam.
The three goes. Ja Morant. He started to pick it up in the second half of the first matchup. Ja Morant. Beautiful move. Man. Yo-yo. He's got it on a string. He's got the ball.
Have it on a string.
He's really got a handle.
Joel, not to jinx anything, but should the Pelicans hold on and triumph tonight, this victory would mark Alvin Gentry's 500th career win. What an accomplishment. And a timely one as well. You know, tomorrow's February 1st. We start Black History Month. If Alvin gets to 500 wins tonight, it puts him in some elite company.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the excitement of the NBA. It is a Hardwood Classics tonight at fabulous FedEx Forum on Beale Street in downtown Memphis, Tennessee, as the Grizzlies welcome in the Detroit Pistons. Morant with the runner, puts it up and in to tie the game at 2. Derrick Rose, groin out. Markieff Morris, hip out. Speed, Mikhailuk also with an injury, and he will not play tonight. Their best three-point threat, particularly Kennard. Oh, Jarrett! Oh my goodness.
Take out some of that frustration for missing a game as he goes up over the top of Drummond.
Lob for Valanciunas from Morant. But a lot of guys for the Grizzlies, Tyus Jones, Ja Morant, Dillon Brooks, these guys can all hit floaters. Morant scoops and scores. Timeout, Detroit. Morant finger rolls it up and in. Only Giannis Antetokounmpo has converted more finger rolls than Ja Morant this year. Drummond, great contest by Clark, forcing the miss. Rebound to Morant. Back cut, Crowder, yes. Timeout, Detroit. No lob for Valanciunas. 6th assist for Morant. Wow, what a pass. And a finish by Clark. Morant delivering fastballs. Andre Drummond can just shake his head.
Look at this pass, though. I'll tell you what this guy can do. Find his teammates.
With fastballs. 7 assists for Morant, leading assister among rookies in the NBA, and then calls his own number to get into double figures. Morant around a high screen. Comes foul line, sends it, scores it. Hammer, nail, coffin. This baby is over. 96-77 with 60 seconds remaining.
As a broadcaster, I like it because it's news, it's exciting, but these players, they're on edge, man. I mean, could you imagine what Harrison Barnes went through last year? Morant gets inside to score. He's so nifty.
Memphis just had a score in the paint from Ja Morant. As you see, they lead the league in points in the paint per game, 56. But Morant can do that as well, shoot from the perimeter. Morant's continue to play here for a few seconds after picking up that second foul, and a lightning quick drive to the basket by Morant. Being reported involving Iguodala going to Miami, and pieces coming back to Memphis. Justice Winslow.
Brian, yeah, you can get traded to worse places, is what I'll say.
Yeah. There's Dillon Brooks, a 40% three-point shooter, drilling that one from the wing off a drive and kick by Morant. Now Morant pass up the outside shot to take it up the baseline and score on the reverse.
I'm not sure that wasn't an and one either, man. That was very impressive.
Morant with a mid-range J, and Memphis extends the lead back to 3.
That is so tough.
Runner in the paint by Morant.
Need an answer for him.
Missed by Cleveland. Yeah, because here comes Morant with a head of steam. Up ahead. What an alley-oop to Jaren Jackson Jr.
You could see it developing.
Jaren Jackson, 2nd year. Brandon Clark, a rookie. Josh Jackson, 3rd year. Tyus Jones, 5th year. Brooks, 3rd year. That was nearly a steal by Brunson, but Memphis with the ball back. And once again, that Memphis ball movement, they lead the league in assists a game.
After a 4-game road trip without a win, the 76ers returning home where they almost always win. But the Memphis Grizzlies these days are no walkover thanks to the Rookie of the Year frontrunner Ja Morant. Simmons, as Embiid was setting up interference, hits the deck. Morant, nice look for Anderson, who slams for 2, and the timeout, Brett Brown. Oh, that's what we've been waiting for, Ja Morant. And that's just the first highlight. He's capable of many more. The rookie from Murray State leads all rookies in scoring. Finally gets his first hoop.
That could have been a lot worse. We should all be thankful. Because he just elevated it. I don't think Joel expected him to do that. And he put that in mildly. That could have been a lot more emphatic.
Last 8 games, been 74% from the line. Sixers by 13. Valanciunas marching down the lane and slamming for 2. And it could be a final possession here for the Grizzlies, given we have more than 10 seconds separating the clocks. Morant, not sure if he called it or not, but he'll take it. Just his 2nd bucket for 7. That's 10 below his average.
Backdoor from Ja. Al got caught napping.
Ja Morant, 9 points, but he's just 3 of 9 for the floor. Keith Thibault now attached to Ja Morant. Got it to Jonas Valanciunas.
I don't know what was. There was something happened there that didn't look proper.
Morant dropping it off, and Valanciunas slamming for 2. The Sixers only 2 points here in the 4th. Sixers had 3 players in this game with 20 or more. As Morant, you can count it, and a foul. Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, Furkan Korkmaz with a career-high 26, each with 20 or more. As Morant will get 1 more.
Nice little crossover. He's so adept with that left hand off the one bounce in the lane. Elevates and gets it past the taller defender, Al Horford. Dude's got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that crossover is going to be tough to deal with for years to come.
He's small, he's quick, he's brave, he's bold.
Agree with you. Ja Morant, who's been a one-man wrecking crew at times, 15 points, but he was 4 of 12 for the floor.
Ja Morant. Troy Brown Jr. as it's swatted. You look at the team right now on the floor, and this might be the new 2nd unit for the Wizards. Morant hits the step back 3. Morant wants to take Bertans.
He can shoot that 3. You got to get up.
And he's got it, and the foul. Let's see who the foul will be called against. It is Davis Bertans. Watch out. Here comes Morant. Underneath, Kyle Anderson. Anderson's got 8 points now. Morant, wow, a little up and under move.
He is crafty.
12-point Wizards lead right now, match their largest of the game as Jackson makes it a 9-point game. That is just the 3rd 3-point field goal tonight for Memphis. Morant gets the nice roll. He's got 15 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Shot clock down to 6. Jackson, the elbow jumper. Jaren Jackson, who was very quiet in the first half. Morant hanging, able to find Jaren Jackson. Forcing the pass along the baseline was Brown. Here's Morant. The lob up top for Melton. And a timeout will be taken now by Scott Brooks.
As Ja Morant, you see the pace he pushes it at.
Morant, look at that change of pace. And now a timeout taken here by Scott Brooks. Memphis can take the lead with a 3. Underneath, Anderson ties it up off the feet from Morant, his 8th assist. Brooks pulls up for 3. Long again. Morant the offensive rebound. He comes up short, but there's a foul. I'd love to see the Wizards not settle for 3s. Get to the hoop, draw fouls.
I told you this game is going to be won at the foul line. In order to do that, you must get into the paint.
Ja Morant's got 23 now.
It seems like nobody has legs right now.
Clark, he has apparently enough legs. That's a big shot, 5-point lead. Morant, now you need a timeout. Shot clock to 5. Morant up in the air, shot clock to 2, puts up the 3.
Wow, are you kidding me?
Now Beal to answer.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the excitement of the NBA. It's a Hardwood Classics night here at Fabulous FedEx Forum on Beale Street in downtown Memphis, Tennessee, where the Memphis Grizzlies take on the Portland Trail Blazers.
The big reason things went off the rails is because the Pelicans forced the tempo, and because of that forced tempo, they were able to get easy scores. See if the Grizzlies can do the same.
Morant, what a move to the rim!
Right on cue, it's Morant. Little in and out dribble against Trevor Ariza.
Portland 3-3 in the month of February. Ariza missing a 3, and Jaren, who got his 3rd double-double of the season in Washington, aggressive on the glass. Morant, Valanciunas hooks it up and in.
So they can have a field day.
Lillard. Well, they don't call him Logo Lillard for nothing. He shoots from deep. In fact, he's shooting 43% on shots 30 feet or more. And the scoring crew gave that as a 30-footer. Morant dances it in off the glass.
Well, listen, we got headband job today, and that means there's going to be a lot of dancing going on early.
Grizzlies want to play at a high tempo. Portland not nearly so much. Portland is 0-4 on the second night of a back-to-back. When that back-to-back second night is on the road, Morant with a floater. Valanciunas keeping it alive, and Morant finishes it off. Zach Collins is out with a dislocated left shoulder. Mario Hezonja is out with an ankle sprain. McCollum drives, misses, followed by Anthony not there. Rebound battled for, and look at Carmelo working the glass, and then a block by Jaren. Terry Stotts infuriated at the lack of a call. Morant back the other way. Grizzlies down 1. Ja along the baseline. Dillon thought about it. Double clutch 3's through.
Are you talking about the difference in the Grizzlies defense? You just saw what the difference is.
Morant pulls up, hits the floater. Love it.
Love it. But sometimes you take it all the way to the basket, but if he makes that little floater, the big guy has to step up a half step. Now you're dead in the water with Morant down here.
Clark with a steal.
Look at there.
Melton with the slam. That brings Tony Allen out of his seat and the Grizzlies bench as well. James screens for Morant. Morant against McCollum, explodes to the rim. Stymied throws it up, and Clark finishes it. Not to be denied. These guys know where each other will be at any moment on the floor. Great vision and a great finish.
Terry Stotts, one of those coaches that do not get, oh wow.
Wow, Clark.
I mean, this kid is, the passes that he is making in this first half, off the charts.
Ja, lob for Jang!
He sees it all.
He does.
He sees it all, partner. Wherever you may be, he sees you.
The Grizzlies have to stick with it. Portland's not going to go away. They're a high-scoring team. Another lob for Clark! Timeout, Portland. Morant against Whiteside. Got his own miss, and off the volley reload, puts it up and in. Morant thought about it. Nice little give back. Oh, pretty play. Back and forth. Ja to the rim. Got his own miss and puts it back up and in.
The second or third time tonight where he's been able to get to the basket and then turn into Brandon Clark hops.
Morant, pick and roll with Valanciunas. Floats it up and in. Morant with 14 to go along with 8 assists. And Terry Stotts calls for time. The lead back to double digits. And you want to push the pace. Remember that Portland played last night and gave up 138 points. Get into their legs here in the fourth quarter. Try and put this thing away. Over the top, Clark again! You know, Whiteside, a volume rebounder. He's had 7 games of 20 or more rebounds. Morant, and they're going to call a goaltend on that.
We got a foul for sure. There's no signal for a goaltend. Grizzlies wanted a goaltend.
Game's still not over. By any stretch of the imagination, the Grizzlies still have to execute on their offensive end. Good job there. See the difference when you set the screen lower. Now you're shooting 15-footers instead of having to shoot 21, 22-footers with the screen being high.
Got to get it across midcourt.
Just does.
Morant with a driving lane, hangs and hits against Whiteside.
Memphis Grizzlies basketball is back.
Different,
but back.
But back. Grizzlies strengthen their hold on the 8th seed in the Western Conference with a 111-104 victory over the Portland Trail Blazers.
The All-Star break in the rearview mirror. 28 games remain for the Kings tonight. They take on the Memphis Grizzlies on NBC Sports California, powered by Xfinity. Bogdanovich, quick step. Oh, the good extra pass. And it's Barnes looking for a second long ball.
Beautiful ball movement by the Kings. Ball moves from side to side. Pass up a good one for a great one in a high percentage shot.
Fox hangs in an easy basket for De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, again, nice footwork. Jump stop with a pump.
Yep. How about Fox finding his way to the basket, and he has scored 6.
I like the aggressiveness, getting downhill and a strong finish.
That is the first basket for Morant.
Oh, hang time right there by John Morant. Gets his feet underneath him, knocks it down.
Nice setup, Morant to Clark.
And Clark is a pogo stick, man. He gets up high.
Yes, he does.
Very quickly.
Oh, what a pass! You know, Bielitsa, that created that whole thing.
Yes, Nemanja always special. Bogdan with the finish.
Fox straight on. And how about the three-point shooting for Sacramento? 9 of 15. Here's Barnes. What a first half for Harrison Barnes. That is 6 threes in 6 tries. Oh, boy. And it's Morant, no good. Fox. De'Aaron Fox.
Very nice by De'Aaron. And he looks to create the contact and strong move to the basket. Anderson moves out of the way.
Fox a 3. And De'Aaron Fox with his second long ball of the game, and it's 75-63. Oh, how about the three-point shooting of Fox? Wow. You know, one thing you can tell with Parker, every time he touches the ball, he's trying to get it right back to a teammate.
Yes, he is. Trying to make sure. Oh.
Nicely done. And Morant with the basket. That's only his second.
Man, elevator, 12th floor.
Oh, what a pass.
Yeah, man, De'Aaron catching his teammates for easy buckets.
For Bielitsa, and that's a rebound by Jackson. Layup Morant.
You got to hustle back right there. Thought Buddy had a chance to steal that basketball.
So the Kings are only 1 out of 4 in their last 4 free throw attempts. 2 misses by Bielitsa, 1 miss by Fox. Remember that.
Yes.
108-102. Boy, that's no foul.
Got to be stronger with the basketball, though, Grant.
Turnover number 9. Jackson. Nice pass. We got a ball game here. 108-104. And that time, Giles fouled Morant. I like that foul because it was going to be a sure basket. I know it's his 5th. Morant had an opening for a moment. And he's going to have a chance for a 3-point play. And he can make it a 3-point game. Timeout Sacramento. 3:45 left here in the 4th.
Well, the same way that the Grizzlies are taking a defensive challenge versus the Kings. Beautiful move by John Morant and being physical. Kings have to match it.
115-113. Fox. De'Aaron Fox now has 22. 117-113.
Damn.
Is that strong enough for you?
Tell him Fox forced 5 in the building.
120-113. 120 left. Morant. Fox stole the ball. He picked the pocket of Morant. Oh, boy.
Man.
Fox, Giles, and a foul will get Harry Giles to the line. Well, the Kings hold on and win it 129-113. to 125.
They'll be back in the playoffs this year. Grizzlies, the Lakers here tonight. We're talking about the purple and gold. And first for the Lakers, 41-12, 18-7 at home. Here's the starting five. JaVale will get the start in the middle. I'll tell you what, his tag team mate Dwight Howard has really been playing great basketball. From Memphis, talking about the middle, Valanciunas is a very underrated big. This starting five has been playing great basketball. Kyle Anderson, slow-mo when he starts. This team is 8-2. Kuzma, 3, short, rebound on the break. Anderson, back pass and a good one to Morant, who lays it up and in.
That was a very nice play by Anderson.
And if you just joined us, AD left in the first minute with a leg injury, went back into the locker room, didn't look great. He said keeping our fingers crossed.
As I talked about, both teams really struggling from the field.
There's Morant doing what he does best, as you said, get to the basket. He'll get an and one. Double figures in 44 games this year, 20 or more points, 21 times. Bad pass by AD, and it's just stolen away. That's turnover number 7 for the Lakers. And McGee a little bit late, and a good rise and throwdown by who else but Brandon Clark, who we were just talking about.
Nice decision, though, by Ja Morant. That's 4 fouls on JaVale. I'm sorry, make that 5. My bad.
5 fouls in 10 minutes. One of those games. And another turnover. Ja Morant blows right past him and elevates and scores. And Morant with the basketball in the attacking zone. We'll see Tyus Jones in a moment for Taylor Jenkins' team. Double team baseline. Mid-range, Valanciunas. That's a 2 for Valanciunas from Lithuania.
This is as close as they've been in quite some time. It's only 11.
Here is, look at this move by Morant. He tries to work Kuzma.
I don't know about that call. I really don't.
Yeah, Kuzma's trying to stick with him. Morant in the lane, in amongst the trees, and he's got an and one. So Morant completes the three-point play. Lakers up by 11. It comes to an end, the streak, at 11. But it's a 107-98 lead. But Ja Morant, we mentioned fourth quarter. He's been great all season long as a rookie. That's going to be free throws. Ja Morant. Last 10 seconds of the game. Memphis is going to be 500, 28-28. And again, they'll play here again on Monday. Lakers are now 42-12. They solidify their spot atop the Western Conference. They've won 4 in a row. They've won 6 of 7. Number 1 in the West.
Clippers look to get back into the win column against the Memphis Grizzlies. There you see the starting lineup. It's the 29th different starting lineup for the Clippers, third most in the NBA, but that might be their best and one that we hope to see many more times in the final 26 games. Morant down the lane, hangs inside and lays it in. Morant gets his first bucket. Clippers 37-14 here in the first. Morant rises from the mid-range and knocks it in.
This young boy's going in his bag, man. You talk about confidence.
Morant shakes free of the defense, back-to-back buckets for the rookie. Morant slinks his way down the lane, takes the elevator to the top floor. Timeout Clippers. Morant with 10 after going scoreless in the first quarter. Valanciunas bounces into Morant, and he takes it to the house for points 11 and 12.
First of all, I've heard you and Corey tonight call him Zion Williamson. Y'all got to get that son on there.
I don't think I've mentioned Zion's name all night.
You did. You just talked about him.
I said Zion. I used his phrase.
No,
he's now by his first name.
We'll replay the tapes.
Beverly's first game since February 5th. Oh my, Morant lays it in. 16 for him. The degree of difficulty for that one off the charts. The buzzer sounds. Doc Rivers has to feel good, not just from the win, but from the way his team played. He was asked about Paul George and Pat Beverly getting back in the lineup. He said, can I get an amen? Well, he got more than that here tonight.
But the Rockets, they're going to do what they do, which is shoot threes, isolate, and allow their two best players to go.
Yeah, they shoot about 46 threes a game. And speaking of threes, Ja Morant, you mentioned it, Jeff. He doesn't shoot a high volume of threes, but he shoots a good percentage at about 36 on the year. Morant inside with the offensive rebound, stick back. There's Brooks back the other way. Memphis down by 18 points. Been a relatively quiet night for Ja Morant. Kyle Anderson knocks one down from the corner. He's on the scoreboard. Kyle Anderson, formerly the San Antonio Spurs in his 6th year. That's going to be a goaltend against Covington.
That's a beautiful find by Morant and a really good roll and catch by Valanciunas.
Under 2 minutes go. Morant all the way to the bucket.
And that is some quickness right there.
Henderson up to Morant. The lob for Valanciunas. Up high where Covington couldn't get to it. Harden just simply lost the handle. 2-on-1. Morant on the break. Same foot, same hand. Layup for Ja Morant. Past the 7.5-minute point here in the 3rd quarter. Melton from outside. And Mike D'Antoni is going to call a timeout. It amazes me how, Jeff, some guys just, they get the phone call, they get back to work, and they just look like they've been there the entire time. And Mike D'Antoni not afraid to throw Green and Damari Carroll in there. Here's Jones from deep. Got it. Jones with his younger brother at Duke, and here's Jang on the break. The room service at the other end for him. They double team Harden and they get the turnover. Brooks with a nice feed to Morant for the easy one. And the lead down to 19, chipping away. Morant coming downhill.
At a speed right there.
Fouled by Jeff Green. But that's going to do it for here. Houston's going to win it 140 to 112.
Glad you're with us wherever you may be. Heat and Grizzlies, they split the 2 regular season meetings, home team winning both. Miami in the regular season, middle of the pack at scoring at 112 per game, but a very accurate shooting team, 7th in the league at 47%. They start 4 of 5. Kyle Anderson's 3 is through.
I love the no hitch, hesitation, mixed with the confidence that Kyle has shown in these scrimmage games. Beautiful find here inside.
Valanciunas.
See here, good movement offensively here because the hard run by Jaren to the 3-point line takes 2 defenders. You see, good pump fake and the vision. We know that the joggles will be out soon. You got a little zone action here from Miami, something that hurt the Grizzlies.
There's Kyle Anderson again.
Shoot it in. Shoot it in, Kyle.
DB, his 3 is through, and the Grizzlies starting to find an offensive rhythm after an 0-for-5 start. Adebayo, quick move. Jaren, good hands with a knockaway. Grizzlies looking to turn the floor. They've got numbers. Lob for Morant. Oh, what a play.
How about your 4-man throwing the lob to your point guard as he catches it from behind the rim and then finishes it with 2 hands.
Ja for 3. Bango.
What I like is when I look down at this box scores, I see 9 assists, 11 baskets.
Butler with a whole head of steam and then picked up by Kyle Anderson. Kyle lobs and Morant finishes with jackhammer fashion with a right hand.
I was waiting to see one of those, partner. I was watching all the highlights. Happy to see him get out and create his own highlight there.
BC for 3, puts it in. Brandon Clark. And that's something that he has expanded in terms of his weaponry. Lob for Clark. Set up by Morant. That's his 6th assist of the game. Duncan Robinson, now Butler. Lost it. Ja has Kyle Anderson. Nice give up, reverse, up and in for Kyle Anderson. Anderson in double figures with 10. Ja splitting the defense and drawing a foul. He'll go to the line.
The other thing that they've done a great job in this first half, the defensive hustle. Getting back the transition, the help, recovery. They've had first, second, third efforts the entire first half.
Yep, multiple defensive efforts against a good Miami team shooting just 43%. And Morant with a ball fake and a finish. He's got 11 and 7 assists here in the first half, and the Grizzlies by 17. Pick and roll with Valanciunas. Kyle, a no hesitation three, and down the well it goes for Kyle Anderson. 3 for 3 from downtown. Butler blocked by Jaren, picked up by Valanciunas. Ja surveying options. Dillon, a standstill three. Bango! Ja down the lane, scooping and scoring. 13 for Morant. Good closeout against Duncan Robinson, and then stolen by Brooks. What a move around Myers Leonard. Lob for BC, but followed by Morant.
Well, the lob was too far. Brandon, great job to tap it to Morant. Did that the last game. They threw a pass to him high. He was able to tap it to Morant for a layup. Replay in this game.
Brooks for three. Got another one. 3 of 5 for Dillon Brooks. 18 for him. Ja finger rolls it off the glass. Ja,
yes.
Great find to Valanciunas and a foul. Morant for 3. Bango.
I'll tell you this much. Let him make that on a regular basis. It's over for the rest of the NBA. This is the performance that we also been waiting from him. We saw 1/4 of it in the first 2 scrimmages, but we have seen an entire game is another.
Oh, wow. That was filthy. Ja Morant to the rim.
Rookie of the year.
Without question. There should be no debate. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the excitement of the NBA. From fabulous FedEx Forum on Beale Street in downtown Memphis, Tennessee, the Memphis Grizzlies return home after a 4-game road trip to face the team that they faced in the opener of the road trip, the Sacramento Kings. Fox is one of the best drivers of the basketball in the NBA. Here's DB for 3. It's through, and a good early sign for the Grizzlies, and he's gone back to his Oregon roots. Bogdanovich misses the long gun. Melton drives on Bogdanovich. Morant beat Fox, scoops, and scores! Only Giannis Antetokounmpo has converted more finger rolls than Ja Morant. Kings play at the 7th slowest pace in the NBA. Grizzlies at the 6th fastest. Speaking of pace, there's Dillon Brooks. He wanted an and one. Morant, nifty move, and pays it off. Timeout, Sacramento. Holy cow, the Grizzlies, a 13-2 burst. 5 to shoot for Harry Giles, lost it against Valanciunas, got it back, and then Valanciunas blocked it, and the ball picked up by JV. A look ahead.
Oh, nice pass.
And finished by DeAnthony Melton, who posted a career-high 24 in the last meeting with Sacramento and the Grizzlies, an 11-point lead. Morant hangs and hits.
Said at the outset of the game is very similar to what he had to do with Murray State.
Hield encounters Valanciunas. Bazemore, a desperation 3 off the iron, and the rebound to Kyle Anderson. Brooks, Anderson, Valanciunas, Morant, and Josh Jackson. Morant wraps it around and follows his own. Timeout, Sacramento.
Should be fun too, that 20th season. You think about one more year for these young guys and playing together can only get better.
DB steps into a 3. Down the well it goes for Dillon Brooks. 16 for DB.
I always like to look at assist numbers for this Grizzlies team as it gets to the line as a barometer for how they're playing.
DB for 3. Bango. 21 for Dillon Brooks. Giles floats it up and in.
I said it earlier, Barton. He is not a non-offensive guy. He can play on the offensive end. You have to respect him. You cannot give him the easy looks around the basket as Dillon Brooks continues to hold the torch offensively for the Grizzlies.
Ja's got a look and hits the 3. Grizzlies' 6th triple of the game. Morant with 15. Morant drops it off. Kyle puts it in.
They found their offensive footing.
Morant curls around the screen. Good drop off to Jang for the slam. Well run pick and roll by the Grizzlies.
Kyle Anderson is going to have to make timely cuts with this unit on the floor because his guy is the guy that is roaming defensively as Fox misses that one going to the basket. See if he's able to sneak in and get either a cheap layup or offensive rebound putback.
Dillon drives, pitches it out. Morant off the ball fake. No look. Melton, yes. Morant, his 10th assist of the game. Double-double for Ja, his 10th of the year. Giles covered by Melton. 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot. Bogdanovich, new career high in rebounds for Valanciunas. Morant, the quick advance. Melton, a pull-up three. It's in! Trying to get Valanciunas flashing in the post. Morant goes wham over the top.
Foul immediately. Or she go for a steal first. They got a knockaway.
Got another knockaway. Josh Jackson did it again. Melton gets it to Morant. Ja banks it in with 10.9 and a foul. Oh my goodness. 5 of 7. Sacramento takes its final timeout. Kings with a 1-point lead, 10.9 for the game. Tyus, 2 seconds, 3 for the tie.
I am extremely surprised that Luke Walton allowed the Grizzlies to get a shot off in that instant.
Well, Lakers celebrating 60 years in Southern California, but they're in Tennessee tonight. Game 2 of the 3-game road trip. Lakers have been awesome away from Staples Center this year. In fact, they haven't lost. How about the starting 5? There is a change with no Danny Green. It's Alex Caruso, and we'll have more on that with Mike in just a matter of moments. All of a sudden, 28 and 31, and with the hardest schedule post All-Star, it's going to be tough for this Grizzly team to make the playoffs, but they're going to try to stop a 5-game slide tonight, and they're banged up a little bit too. We'll get to their injuries in a moment. LeBron, who leads the NBA in assists, finds Caruso. He's open, but he barely grazes the rim. That's a good save, but he almost threw it off the shin of his own player. He was actually trying to look and maybe throw it off of one of the Grizzlies. Now Morant dives, draws contact, and scores.
That's where he is exceptional. He is really exceptional at absorbing contact and still being able to put the ball in the hole.
Absolutely right. He didn't play well against the Lakers, the former TWolves, and there he is. Gorgui Dieng, 30 years of age, 7th year. Ja Morant patterns his game combination of Rajon Rondo and Russell Westbrook. He even found himself defending Russ to his detractors the other day on Twitter. And then shot, he gets the bounce and scores.
3-pointer as the clock was winding down.
Valanciunas, good one-bounce dribble away from Anthony Davis. Timeout Lakers. Going one-on-one as Kuzma tried to dump it down low to Avery Bradley, but somebody got a hand on it. Now Ja Morant!
That's him at his finest. Open court, nobody at the rim. Elevate and finish.
Morant goes around and can't score, but he'll get 2 on a great move, losing KCP.
They've got the Lakers' attention now. Let's see if the Lakers can buckle down and play some clean ball.
Morant, nice crossover, and back he goes, and the jump shot is good.
When you get a lead like this, everything becomes easier for the opposition.
Ja's a starter, and Morant.
See how free he's shooting the ball now? They've got this lead. When you get a lead, you just relax a little bit.
They've hit 7 triples. AD stepped out, but he couldn't stop Morant. Ja Morant left open for an instant, and it cost the Lakers.
Well, you're going to give him a little space just because of the threat he has with his speed, but you can't let him sit there and just take pot shots.
Yeah, he's only a 34% shooter from the outside, but enough to keep you honest. This is one of 8 games in the NBA tonight. Dillon Brooks, boy, he has really turned into a reliable player, scorer for them. Morant in deep to Valanciunas. He doesn't need much room, does he, Ja Morant? Morant, that's deep. It's down.
Told you, they're starting to, they really feel good. They're not starting to feel good. They feel good about themselves.
Morant goes around a trio of Lakers, finds an opening. The little floater is good. Let's do 14 to 4. Turnovers, what a dish. Valanciunas with authority. Time out, Lakers. Morant skips into the front court, the attacking 47 feet. Morant again, Valanciunas. They've got a connection. They've got some chemistry, and they've got another basket. Bounce down the middle. Oh, Morant was looking to throw it down, and it's an offensive foul. Anthony Davis was waiting for him.
I tell you something, if you let him get on that trampoline, though, he does a great job of jumping off of 2. Gets his balance and then just elevates and tries to flush. This time gets called for the offensive foul, as they say that Anthony was out of the restricted area. It seemed like he was in the restricted area on that play.
Kyle Kuzma looking for the goal. Whoa! Rejected by Jang. Showed the ball awfully early. Great pass. Jackson finished with the one-hand hammer.
And they continue to pour it on the Lakers with not only their transition, but their second chance opportunities.
Morant with 8:13 to go with Rondo on his hip. Quick shot over Kuzma for two. Morant pushed a little bit. Anderson in very deep in the soft touch for two, but they get the bucket out of the timeout. As we near the halfway mark of the fourth quarter. Brooks, rainbow out of the rafters. Rolling is Anderson. That's the softest of touches.
Yeah, it can't get any softer than that.
That's
up there. It almost died on the rim.
Yeah. Anderson's underneath and he scores.
I don't know how he caught that pass. I thought Rondo read it perfectly. Jumped in front, but somehow the ball went right through Rondo's hands into Anderson's, and he scored. The Lakers take a timeout, and that should signify something. There's 3 minutes left, and they're down by 18.
Young behind a Fernando screen. Trae Young leads the league in floaters converted, and he has the first points of the game. Lob for Collins. Trae Young, second in the league, averaging 9.5 assists in the Grizzlies' coffee time. Down to 8 for Trae Young. Gets a Fernando screen. Floats it up, banks it in.
You can see the depth at which he can shoot that floater. Second one that he shot today.
Morant hangs, finds Valanciunas, 8 to shoot, swings the hook up and in. Valanciunas with all 4 Grizzlies points. Morant beats Young off the bounce. His floater is in, and Ja Morant on the board for the first time tonight. 27 points, tied his career high with 14 assists against the Lakers. Dillon Brooks with a rebound off the Trae Young miss. Grizzlies looking to run 3-on-2. Melton takes middle, finger roll. No, and Ja follows it in. Don't give up on a play. Lloyd Pierce will call timeout for the Hawks.
The Grizzlies doing a great job defensively. Coach telling them, hey, you're being active. You're doing a great job contesting threes. Atlanta just 2 of 14. Plus, he said, we're doing a good job of getting out and running. 6 of the 15 points this quarter for the Grizzlies have come on the fast break. Grizzlies have had great defense the last 2 games. Coach Jenkins said it's been really good. We didn't come on top against Sacramento, but against the Lakers, it's been in full force.
Trae Young only 2 of 7. Lost the handle. Picked up by Melton. Angled pass. Ja over the top with 2 hands.
You know, why Trae Young, that turnover was caused because he was trying to draw another foul and lost the basketball doing that.
Kyle, blocked by Young.
It's because Kyle has such a deliberate release on his jump shot that allows Trae Young the ability to get there and get the block.
Trae Young with 0.2 of a second. Hawks 8-30 when they trail at halftime. Grizzlies 23-6 when they lead at intermission. Morant lost it, got it back, got fouled, and a 3-point chance for Ja Morant. His father, T. Morant, on the baseline, claps his hands in appreciation.
I would like to see if he presses the issue just a little bit more here in this second half to try to get this team over the hump.
Converts the 3-point play, does Ja Morant. Morant, the leading rookie scorer in the league at 17.7, leading rookie assister at 7 a game. Young weaves his way, hits the floater. 4th field goal for Trae Young, 17 for him. Trae Young, another runner. Grizzlies already 3 turnovers in the quarter. And it's a 2-point game.
Nice drop down here by Morant to Valanciunas.
Morant, yes!
I couldn't have said it better, partner.
You're not playing your best, but still you're up 6 on the road. Valanciunas, and now picked up by Morant. Melton, a catch-and-shoot 3. Down the well it goes for DeAnthony Melton. It was not a pretty offensive possession, but it was effective, and the Grizzlies go up 9 off their 6th triple of the game, and first by Melton. Morant going on the attack against Trae Young, and the finish. Timeout, Atlanta. Carter against Brooks. To a cutting Goodwin. Brandon Goodwin, second season out of Florida Gulf Coast.
He was a Grizzly at one point.
One of those years where the Grizzlies had 28 guys. And Valanciunas with the quick releasing hook. 13 points, 14 boards. Career high for John Conchar. And a nice homecoming for Taylor Jenkins, who is an assistant here under Mike Budenholzer. So very, very sweet for him to come back to Atlanta and for his Grizzlies to get a dominant win when they really, really needed it to start this road trip.
Nets and Grizzlies. Let's check out the starting lineups for Memphis. Dillon Brooks, Kyle Anderson, Jonas Valanciunas, DeAnthony Melton, and Ja Morant. The Nets going with Harris, Prince, Allen, LeVert, and Dinwiddie. Morant, the teardrop. Valanciunas, hands to Brooks. Step back Jay. No good. Rebounded by Jang. Gorgie Jang hurt the Nets as a member of the Timberwolves earlier this season. Ja Morant, splash from downtown. That ends a 10-0 run. That was after a Nets 10-1 run. Another jumper, and it's Tyus Jones from downtown. Morant free and gets the bounce to cut it to 1. Dinwiddie set up. Oh, Allen came up short on the fro flush.
That was almost something that was going to take the house down. Speaking of taking the house down, I see you, Ja.
Ja Morant can fly. Oh, Ja Morant climbs the ladder on the follow bank. Kick. Anderson, he's an old-timer, 26, and a corner 3. From the corner, Luau Cabarro, rebounded by Morant. Now, you mentioned this earlier. He just makes it look very effortless in his movement.
Well, when you have multiple gears like he does, it's all about burst, as you see there. There wasn't anything fancy. He just got to the spot, was able to knock it down, and you could just see the ease in which he does these things.
Nets taking on the chin tonight. Taylor Jenkins gets Memphis to the finish line in dominant fashion, 118-79.
Here are tonight's starting lineups. Ja Morant, DeAnthony Melton in the backcourt for Memphis. And it's Kyle Anderson, Dillon Brooks, and Jonas Valanciunas the front line. With those 2 wins on this road trip for Memphis, they're 14-17 on the road this year as Morant's shot dances on the iron and falls home. Lead swells to 7 for Dallas. Dillon Brooks cuts it down to 4 on a nice bounce 3.
Oh, that's a great finish by Morant that time.
Yeah, through the defense. Amazing sometimes how many opportunities it takes for you to find a place. We were talking about Steph being in Memphis. He signed a 10-day with Phoenix, and it didn't work out there with Cleveland, but I sure am glad it's worked out here.
I tell you what, he's playing as well as he's played wherever he's been right now.
And an open 3. Morant.
Give him time. He has a pretty good-looking shot from the perimeter. It's kind of a set shot, if you would.
Morant lobbing. Valanciunas catching and scoring deep inside.
Outstanding hands by the big fella. That's a great finish by Ja Morant, by the way.
4 for 9, 11 points for Morant. Valanciunas.
But the Grizzlies have looked younger tonight than they have the other times we've seen them. They've been a little more wild looking.
A game that Dallas will win by a final score of 121-96.
Grizzlies tonight, 31-22 on the way in, and they stick with their standard 5 of Dillon Brooks, Kyle Anderson, Jonas Valanciunas, DeAnthony Melton, and Ja Morant for head coach Taylor Jenkins. Grizzlies dropping a 121-96 decision last night in Dallas. Ja Valanciunas, he has all 6 for the Grizzlies early. Herter, intercepted by Morant. Valanciunas looking to run the floor. See what Morant does. A Melton corner 3. Bingo! Needed that because DeAnthony really struggled offensively last night. Nice runner, Ja Morant. First score for him. Ja. A little hesitation move and got clobbered. Fouls on Collins. Morant's 360 spin and the finish. Pretty play from Ja Morant.
That's what happens when you have so many highlights above the rim. Everyone ready for you to jump.
Valanciunas, there's 14.
I mean, he's only the biggest thing on the floor. So somebody may want to guard 17.
Catch and shoot three. Wow. Melton doing it again from downtown. Ja for three. Bango. First three-point try, first three-point make for Morant. He's got 9. And Hunter bobbling. Melton coming away with it. Great defensive play by Melton. Morant, an open three. Good again! DeAnthony Melton with great defensive work, and Morant pays it off.
Right now, 17-17 in this quarter. We got to try and pick it up a little bit offensively. We got to try and outscore them again each quarter. We can't let down here. He said defensively, we got to pick up the intensity a little bit on the defensive end. Trae Young's trying to get him going. Got to make sure we show our hands when he's got the ball.
Lob for Morant! Genoculars from Josh Jackson.
How quickly Josh Jackson was able to make that determination and get it to Ja.
Morant for three. Bango! That's what the crowd was looking for. 3 threes this half.
There you go. That can wake some people up there.
There's Morant for three. Good again. 4 for 4. John Morant. Trae Young. Blocked by Morant. Ja against Teague. Valanciunas battling for it. Oh, Ja Morant! What an offensive rebound and a follow and a flex. He missed. Valanciunas kept it alive. Ja would not be denied. What an offensive rebound. And the Grizzlies leading it by as many as 26. They were challenged, but maintained just enough distance on the scoreboard, holding the Hawks to 34% shooting. Grizzlies sweep the season series from Atlanta for the first time since the 2013-2014 season, and they win it tonight by a final score of 118-101. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the excitement of the NBA from fabulous FedEx Forum on Beale Street in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. The Orlando Magic come to visit the Grizzlies. Grizzlies at 32-32. They have won 3 of 4. They have a 4-game lead for the 8th spot in the Western Conference playoffs, and if the playoffs started tonight, the Magic would be in the Eastern Conference playoffs. Grizzlies off the Saturday win over Atlanta, 118-101. Orlando playing Sunday in Houston, and they crushed the Rockets by 20. Valanciunas with the first bucket of the game. Yep. Morant with a takeaway, and he slams. Gordon was not going to pick up a second foul. Morant's floater is in.
And the Grizzlies defensively made an adjustment there against the screen and roll that had hurt them, switching the screens here to start the second quarter.
Carter Williams with a foul that'll put Morant at the line. Augustine short with a runner. Rebound Jackson. Morant, a catch and shoot three. Bango! And this time, it's Josh Jackson, facilitator. Morant with a foul line jumper.
Said it's going to be there.
Morant floats and draws a foul from Markelle Fultz, and will go to the free throw line. Foul on Fultz is his first. Jaren should be back fairly quickly. Here's Melton for three, and down the well it goes. DeAnthony Melton out of the timeout.
All of the soccer teams have the numbers at the end of for their team. Is that how soccer works?
Nope. That's just the nickname. There's Morant, and you said he has to be comfortable with it. He was that trip, and the lead is 7. Grizzlies go pick and roll. Morant hits the runner.
Change and bringing Fultz back into the game for Augustine. For the Grizzlies, at least now with screen and rolls, you can start to go under. Trying to force Fultz to have to shoot threes. I know he made one here earlier, but he's much more of a threat going to the basket than Augustine.
Dillon for three and a chance for 4 to end an 8-0 Orlando run. Fultz on a blow by Carter Williams, nearly got it tapped back in. Jones, Kyle pass for three. Bingo! 2-point game, 110-108. Jonas screens and goes to work against Vucevic. Against the double team, yes, and the foul. Jaeger! Fultz backing down. Fade away over Morant, maybe got a finger on it. Grizzlies are tired of the lead with a long one with 2 remaining in regulation. Morant stumbling through the lane, flipped it on in for the tie! Stumbling, bumbling, rumbling. And the Grizzlies will fall 1 game below 500, and Orlando will have swept the season series for the 2nd time in the last 3 years.
Taylor Jenkins has done a terrific job with this young team. Kyle Anderson, Jaren Jackson, Jonas Valanciunas up front for him with Dillon Brooks and Ja Morant, the front runner for Rookie of the Year. What quality of basketball would you expect to see in this game, let's just say?
I think it'll be slow. I think it'll be off. The timing will be off a little bit. I think guys will get tired a little quicker. You'll start seeing some chests heaving a little bit because there's nothing like game situations. I don't care how much you practice.
If you're just joining us, the first of 3 scrimmages. The other 2 are going to be the conventional 48 minutes. This is just 40 minutes. And it's 40 minutes for all teams playing their first scrimmages in Orlando.
Good challenge by Jackson there on the Tobias jumper. We've seen Tobias put the ball on the floor. That's one of the few times he settled for the jumper. Things didn't pan out.
Jonas Valanciunas.
Jonas Valanciunas doesn't take threes very often, but not bad at 37%. Simmons unable to finish, but boy, what a job by Tobias Harris there to stifle the break by the Grizzlies. That's going to be a slam for Ja Morant. His first bucket, he was 0 for 3 before that. Their leading scorer on the season, averaging just under 18. We'll take a timeout.
And as we thought coming into this game, there'll be some lineups where Ben will be bringing the ball up the floor, not just playing off the ball.
That time the Sixers lost Jaren Jackson Jr., the 6'11 product out of Michigan State, covering the 76ers in their first of 3 scrimmages before the 8 seeding games. Those seeding games leading up to the NBA playoffs. The Sixers have already clinched. They can go no lower than 6. And actually, if it all started today, we're talking about the postseason, they would take on the Boston Celtics in the first round. But still some changes in the standings can happen. Listen, we're here right now at Wells Fargo Center. We can't hear anything but the sound of our own voices, but I can hear Sixer fans far and wide rejoicing.
Little 2-3 motion there. Nice little post up again. He's so quick.
Yeah, isn't he, though?
He's so quick. Taking what the defense gives you.
Well, I think Dillon Brooks is starting to heat it up.
Timeout 76ers.
Again, it's Raul. It's spelled like the Spanish Raul, but again, it's Portuguese, and that's the way it's pronounced, Raul.
I'm just curious, as we keep watching these games and looking at the bench, how important that energy from the bench, since there are no fans, comes into play.
I think it's huge, Serena. I think that it can sustain you. It can get you through tough times. I've said it before, Mark. I think the team that handles being cooped up, being together, those are the things you're not going to be able to see on your screen as fans, but I think those are the things that are going to play a huge role, and I think will have a lot to do with who winds up winning the championship later on.
And indeed, all the music from the 76ers, including their victory song at the end. They win it by a final score of 90-83. It was great just having basketball back.
Dillon Brooks with a dogged defense against Harden. Screened by Covington. Shot clock down to 7 for Harden. Now picked up by Jaren, who picked his pocket earlier. And Harden puts in a 3.
Yeah, good job by Jaren. I mean, you don't want to get in a situation where you foul him on that 3 and no contact, but contest.
Ja with the acrobatic finish. Here's a steal by Morant. Ja with numbers. DB, angle, triple try. It's down. And Dillon Brooks, who struggled with the shot, just 2 of 9 on Friday, rings the bell to pull the Grizzlies within 2. Dillon Brooks, good defense, and now stolen by Morant. Grizzlies a 2-point lead, a slalom. Whoa, and a hard foul from Covington. Nifty pass, Valanciunas to finish. Great assist from Ja Morant, his 3rd, to pull the Grizzlies within 3. Tolliver for 3, bango. Anthony Tolliver as we hit the midway point of the 2nd quarter. And the Grizzlies within 2 at 42-40. Jaren for 3. Bango. Jaren Jackson Jr. going long distance, and the Grizzlies have the lead back 45-44. Westbrook backing down. Morant forced that into a pass and then digging at it. Grizzlies are going to get hit with the foul. Brooks against Tucker. 7 to shoot. Morant trying to create. BC flashes and fills it up. Good find. 6th assist for Ja Morant.
Well, and BC made himself available for Ja. He snuck in, found an open area. Ja was able to get it to him, and BC quickly going up and knocking it down.
Morant, leaner. Got that one to go with 2.4. They make it 59-50.
Needed that one to go.
Tucker with the corner 3. And the rebound of Valanciunas. There you see the information. Morant!
Oh.
Well, he's added 12 pounds of muscle. You really, honestly don't see it, but I'm sure that it's there. Yeah, lost his balance coming off the rim. Tucker stumbling.
No.
Oh, nearly put in a prayer at the expiration of the shot clock. Morant not to be denied all the way to the cup. Jaren deep, bottom. Deep 3 ball from Jaren Jackson Jr. His 2nd of the game, and the Grizzlies are within 4. Morant for the lead. Bingo! Ben McLemore is in, and he's turned aside. Jeff Green has also returned to the Houston lineup. Lob. Oh, what a play by Brandon Clark to tip it away to a waiting Ja Morant for the score. Morant hangs and hits. Ja Morant putting together a fantastic 3rd quarter. Clark against Green. 9 to shoot for Morant. Crosses over against Green. Sets up Melton. Corner 3. D'Anthony puts in the 3. Rockets will go to 1-1. Grizzlies to 0-2. As we have our final here tonight, 122-104 Houston.
Morant drives baseline. Corralled by Nurk, double teamed by Nurk and Dame. Valanciunas will try a 3 from outside, and that rolls in, and Memphis really likes to see the big fella knocking down the 3s.
Yep, his 30th make of the season.
Dillon Brooks.
Melo splashes the jumper. He's got 9 for the Blazers. They lead by 8. Morant outside against Whiteside, trying to take him on the floor. Hazonia helps. Morant kicks it to the corner. Allen with 5 to shoot, up and over Melo. So Grayson Allen coming in and getting his first field goal. Get out of here. I want to wheel you out of here as Morant gets the layup to fall. 8-second differential between shot and game clock. Ja Morant. Gary Trent Jr. have to applaud the defensive effort in the first half. Morant. Indecision in the air, but good feed to Melton for the dunk.
Well, CJ goes over to help on Morant initially, and during that time, that's when the back door takes place. Scouting report says stop Ja Morant first, live with the other people.
Collins flips it up top to Nurk. Nurk spin move, hook shot, no good. Back come the Grizzlies. Blazers lead by 12. Morant.
Great job, CJ.
Takes it back out to Dillon Brooks, and Brooks gets the 3 to fall, so Dillon Brooks starting to heat up for the Grizzlies. He's got 11. 18 assists on the afternoon for the Blazers. Morant tries to get in the middle. Clark up and over Collins, so Gonzaga Bulldog over Gonzaga Bulldog there.
Morant again, dribble penetration, floaters up and in for Ja Morant. His 2nd field goal of the game, and the Grizzlies within 5.
Morant working the 2-man game with Jackson Jr. Melo defends Morant. Morant sizes up, puts up a 3, and that falls. So Memphis finding the 3-point shot that eluded them for most of the 2nd quarter.
That's a 3-point shot that could be potentially worth 5 to 10 points for Memphis, because that could get Morant more confident in being willing to go ahead and release.
Grizzlies with another steal. Morant up and under, and Memphis has taken the lead.
There he goes.
Dame kicks it to Hazonia. Hazonia pump fakes against Allen. Melton gets the loose ball, and back come the Grizzlies. Up top to Morant, and he finishes. And so the Grizzlies using turnovers for buckets on the other end. Morant's got 9 points in the quarter as the Grizzlies have really come alive thanks to his efforts. He dribbles on the outside, Melo defending. Morant to the right, tries to go up and over Hazonia. And they'll get Hazonia for the foul, so Ja Morant once again will get a chance to score as he heads to the free throw line. CJ working against Morant. Gets to the right-hand side, gets past Morant, but that gets denied by Jackson Jr. Allen in transition. Jackson Jr. trailing. And Jackson Jr. knocks down his 5th three of the game, Lamar.
They had numbers. CJ hit the floor after the layup attempt.
Tolliver sets the screen. Morant tries to finish, and he does past Nurkic. So Ja Morant now up to 15 points in this one, and the Grizzlies build their lead back up to 7. Morant up top tries to find Clark with the lob. He's able to get it over Collins, and it's going to be a technical on the Grizzlies.
You got to make it fair. If CJ gets a tech, for talking his talk, even though it was to his bench.
Morant out top with CJ and moving to the wing. Morant in the corner. Collins defends. Collins trying to hold his ground. 10 to shoot. Morant dribbles it back out. Kicks it over to the side. Jackson Jr. puts it on the floor. Tries to get through, and he finishes with the left hand and the foul.
Wow, that's a big-time move.
Dame uses the screen from Collins. Kicks it over to CJ. CJ tries to weave it to Collins. Collins, mellow from the corner. 3 to the dome, and the Blazers take the 1-point lead.
Mellow!
So the Blazers battle back to take the lead with 1:15 left. Grizzlies, they look to answer. Gary Trent Jr. Tough shot by Morant, and now the Grizzlies take the 1-point. Gary Trent Jr. off the leash against Morant up top. Morant uses the Clark screen. Gets between a few Blazers, tries to throw it up, and they're going to whistle a foul as Morant will head to the free throw line. Morant has been sensational in the second half. 16 points, make that 17 as the Grizzlies take a 1-point lead. 14 to shoot. Dame working against Brooks, gets to the paint. Pass out to CJ. Mello with another corner 3. That's good. So Carmelo Anthony, 6 points over the last couple of possessions. Splashes the 3, and the Blazers take a 2-point lead with just over 37 seconds left. Morant
go quick.
Tries to go through the lane, gets bobbled by a couple of Blazers. Clark gets the loose ball to tap in.
And they go quick for the 2-for-1.
And Dame up top against Brooks. Looks for the Collins screen. Dame working around. Brooks defense. 5 to shoot now for Dame. Dame going to his left. Tries to get to the paint. Mello with another 3. Oh, that just rims off, but Zach Collins gets the loose ball, but no, it's Ja Morant. 3 seconds. He races down.
No.
Ja Morant loses his footing. No whistle, and we have overtime, Lamar.
Oh.
Well, the good news for the Blazers, which wasn't the case back in February, you can have Nurkic and Collins out and still have another 7-footer. Whiteside checks into the game. Morant tries to go against Mello. He'll draw the foul, and he'll get free throws as the Grizzlies trail by 9 with 1:30 left. Melton, normally an 82% free throw shooter, goes 50% right there, and the pass by Mello is errant. Morant recovers. Jackson Jr. for 3, and that connects. So now the Grizzlies just down 3 as the Blazers try to get it past half court.
And they don't even need to pressure again, but they found success doing it, so they're going to stay in it.
Oh, the reach in by Hazonia off the thigh of Morant, and the Grizzlies will wave the white flag, and the Blazers get a huge victory to start the first of 8 seeding games. They battle back from down nearly double digits in the fourth quarter, Lamar, force overtime, and put the Grizzlies away.
Glad you're with us wherever you may be on this Sunday afternoon. Sean Wright tosses it, and the Grizzlies have it first. Morant attacking and finishing. Good early sign from Ja Morant, who finished with 22 points and 11 assists. In the loss to Portland on Friday afternoon. Kyle, a no hesitation 3. Bango.
Coach Jenkins said before the game tonight, not much of a difference of what we need to do. We need to get to our pace, and we got to get out, and we got to attack as they attack the basket there. He said maybe a little more emphasis on getting to the paint. That's now 8 paint points for the Grizzlies here in this first quarter. He said we got to take away their mid-range game, however, haven't been able to do that yet.
Morant rises and hits. Morant with 4 on the afternoon, but the issue for the Grizzlies right now is defense. Morant lobs for Clark.
Ja and Jaren will have to make the plays for this Grizzlies team. Beautiful delivery to Brandon Clark.
DB and the foul. 3-point chance for Dylan Brooks.
And Morant attacks and scores.
Valanciunas sets the screen for Morant. Kyle, a topside 3. It's through for Kyle Anderson, his second 3-point make of the game. Just the 4th for the Grizzlies this afternoon. Morant lobs for Clark and the foul. Pretty play. Well, if the Grizzlies convert 8-1s over the 8-game restart, fans in the Chick-fil-A Mid-South Market will win a free Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich in their Chick-fil-A app, courtesy of Chick-fil-A Mid-South. Fans will be notified through the Grizzlies app if they are a winner. And that's a beauty of an and-one opportunity. Eubanks.
Posterized.
Eubanks with 6 and 4 boards. Morant to the rim.
Well, guess what? When Brandon Clark catches so many lobs, now Drew Eubanks' help becomes a lot softer.
Morant into a crowd, scoops and scores. Ja Morant with 14. Morant is fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. Morant, one of the best fourth quarter scorers in the league. Dillon Brooks on the deck against Keldon Johnson, gets to the rim and finishes. Well, we mentioned that nobody blew more double-digit leads than San Antonio. Morant! Timeout Spurs. 17 for John. It's a 5-point game with half of a quarter remaining. Grizzlies get the stop, trying to play with a little bit of pace here. Lob for Jaren! Oh my!
How about the one-hand left lob? He had two bigs running the lane. Pinpoint to Jaren. They had to create their own environment. They're creating it right now, partner.
Rudy Gay. Oh, good hands by Brandon Clark. Took it away from Rudy Gay. Grizzlies down 3. Morant. Grayson Allen for the tie. Yes!
And
a foul! Morant works with a Clark screen and hits the floater. 19 and 9 with 7 boards for Ja Morant. Morant banks that one in. 21 for Morant. So back-to-back 20-point games for Ja Morant. A 2-possession game as we approach 2.5 remaining in regulation. Morant on a slalom to the cup, lays it up and lays it in.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Grayson Allen drives. Jaren for 3. Got it! 102-101. Grizzlies within a point. DeRozan got all the way to the rim. One of the most frequent and one of the most successful drivers of the basketball in the NBA. DeRozan with the step back. Ice water in his veins. And a 5-point San Antonio lead. Morant all the way to make it 106-103. Got a foul. Derek White got it to DeRozan, and there's the foul, and you put DeRozan on the line. Ooh!
Missed them both.
And Morant calls for time. That was unexpected.
Wow.
Grizzlies down 3. Jaren steps out for the tie. Puts it in! Oh my goodness! Jaren ties the game. San Antonio a chance to win it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. DeRozan. Oh, and a foul with 1 second remaining. Dillon Brooks bit on the pump fake, and DeRozan to the line with 1 second remaining. So the Grizzlies can take timeout. Jaren for the win. And San Antonio escapes 108-106.
Grizzlies, Ja Morant, Dillon Brooks in the backcourt. Brooks with a tough ending to the Spurs game. We'll talk about that in a bit. Anderson, Jackson Jr., Valanciunas. Ball and Holiday in the backcourt for New Orleans. Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Derek Favors on the front line for New Orleans. Williamson expected to play in those 4 to 5 minute bursts. That is the plan going in. He's played a total of just 15 minutes so far. Williamson took it right into the chest of Valanciunas and got the stick back.
It's not, listen, you have to guard both jumps. You have to guard the initial move. He's so fast off his feet, he's going to be the first to the basketball.
Remember, he missed 9 days to go home for a family matter and then had to quarantine upon returning for 4 more days as Ja Morant gets the floater to go. And inside, Brandon Clark, the rookie out of Gonzaga.
Boy, what a pick they have found in Brandon Clark. Nice pass by Ja and into Brandon Clark. This is a team that leads the league in points in the paint, Memphis. You could see why.
It's Ja Morant inside, and his rare field goal there for Ja Morant. Ja Morant, tough 2 on the drive, has his 3rd field goal. Zion Williamson's size and weight have been the focus of a lot of debate and conjecture since the time he entered the NBA. Dillon Brooks putting something behind that 3 ball, finally makes one. His first one of the night. He's got 9 in the game. Ingram missing from the baseline. And the rebound controlled by the Grizzlies. Morant quickly up to Brooks.
Oh, he's feeling
Dylan
good.
Brooks has never been shy. Off the kick out. Jackson Jr. drills it.
Now listen, he had a huge 3 in their last game.
Jaren Jackson Jr. blows by Zion and finishes impressively.
How about that combination of skills? He makes the corner 3, makes that left-handed dunk look easy.
Speaking of big shots, Jaren Jackson Jr. with another 3 makes it a 4-point game. Ja Morant left wide open from deep. Got it. Trying to come alive. The lead down to 4. Zion has scored the last 6 points for New Orleans. Up by 9. Morant flying in. That time finishing over the top. This will just about do it. So the New Orleans Pelicans will gain a full game on the Grizzlies in that battle for the 8th and final playoff spot.
Today it's a lunchtime matchup between the Utah Jazz and the Memphis Grizzlies right here, right now on AT&T Sportsnet. Standings in the West, the Lakers, Clippers, and Nuggets are 1, 2, and 3. The Jazz are number 5, a tiebreaker behind the Rockets and a half a game in front of the Thunder with 5 games to play.
One of the matchups we haven't really highlighted is Rudy Gobert and Jonas Valanciunas. He's going to be a beast down there, especially like on that play if Rudy's looking to help.
Joe, nice save, but still the ball picked up by Morant at midcourt, and a bucket drops inside for Anderson. Kyle Anderson out of UCLA.
T-Bowler, what's important about tonight, too, is you got to take care of the points in the paint battle. Memphis, this is where they want to live. They want to live in the paint. They're number 1 in the NBA in points in the paint. They're also number 4 in fast break points. So when the Jazz are on offense, I know they have 3 early turnovers. They got to really take care of that basketball.
Yeah, they've lost 3 in a row in the bubble, but they've tied the score up at 10. And another giveaway by Utah, and Morant hangs on the rim, and the Grizzlies with a 2-point lead. Now, speaking of talent, nice little floater by Morant, the rookie out of Murray State. Tony Bradley gets a hand on that shot by Morant, and it goes outside. I tell you, a little luck on that when the ball landed right into the hands of Allen, and he knocks home a deep 3. Morant chased by Moutier. He looks off, passes inside, big bucket. Nice move by the young fella.
Yeah, that's what Ja Morant does for the Jazz. Can you keep it consistent from quarter to quarter? We just saw them come off a great 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can do just as well on both ends of the court. I told you, Ja Morant is going to get his shots this half. It's a matter of how difficult you make it for him.
Grizzlies have it to Morant. Straddles the 3-point line. Now he'll fire deep and hits it. Morant with 13. That's his second 3-point shot.
And I think Joe, as I've watched him in the last few games, and even a couple plays in this game, he's unselfish to a fault sometimes. You know, he'll have that ball down in the paint, and there was one time Rudy was covered and he had a little floater there, but I think he's starting to recognize now that he's got to be involved in this game.
You saw Ja right there with an example of handles as he did a little wiggle against Donovan, and a bump right there, and that would be Mitchell's 3rd foul.
He's a rare kind of superstar talent in the making. Just wait a few more years when he adds some more muscle to his body frame, and you combine that with his athleticism. Memphis has something here in Ja Morant.
Now 11 points in this 3rd quarter.
Well, I don't know if you remember that song, I Feel Like Bustin' Loose. Chuck Brown, baby, that might be before your time.
Yeah, go ahead and serenade us. I like that.
Jazz busting loose from the 3-point line.
Much needed as Memphis gets a 3 off the hand of Tolliver.
You're talking about good news is the fact that the Jazz are generating lots of open looks. That's within their offense. Bad news is so far in the bubble they haven't been making them. Good news back tonight. You knew that was going to change just with the law of averages, that the numbers would go back to the mean, and that's what's happening tonight. They're having a nice night from 3-point land. What is that, their 13th or 14th made 3 now here tonight?
Yeah, after
so they're
Royce,
dialed in from 3-point land.
102.99 with the ball to Memphis. Here's Morant. Kicks it out. Grayson Allen. 3 balls up. Got it. Dead eye. That's 4 threes. Valanciunas to Morant. Here's Allen, who's had the hot hand from outside. Likes that wing 3. And there it is again.
Yeah, there's a reason he likes it.
Jazz had a 39-point second. They have a 31-point fourth. And they're going to win this game to go to 43-25, 2-2 in the first 4 games here in the bubble.
That's the thing about Gallinari. If you play him with same size or smaller, he's fine with playing in the mid-post. And you also know that he has the range out to the three-point line. Oh, beautiful fake.
Yeah, look away and a finish by Ja Morant. D'Anthony Melton in for the first time this afternoon. Morant, the only starter on the floor. Clark leans and hits. The patented leaner from Brandon Clark gets him into the scorebook. Grayson Allen tries to answer and does. Grayson Allen, who's shooting 67% from 3 here in Orlando.
Saving grace for this Grizzlies team is the first quarter. You still got 3 quarters to make up this deficit, but they're going to have to do a better job with stopping the dribbles, the ball handler getting to the paint.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander is scoreless. I mean, that is a shocker given the score situation. Gorgui Dieng for 3. Morant on a throwback. Dillon for 3. Yes! And the Grizzlies have the lead from 18 down, 41-40. Dillon off a curl, drives, leans, and banks it in. Dillon Brooks with 9. Baisley's 3. Morant splits the defense, hangs, and draws a foul. He'll go to the line. A reminder that some of Ja's misses are almost more spectacular than his makes.
Yeah, the Kevin Love one comes to mind.
Morant draws another foul, and he'll go to the line. And now you can see, and you made the point that Chris Paul goes out. Now it's time for Ja Morant to assert himself.
And we said Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The Grizzlies are going to have to figure out how to keep him out of the paint.
And Dillon with a foul line leaner. Brooks in double figures with 11. Dieng screams. Ja lobs, and Gorgui throws it down.
Yeah, you see, we said also they have to create their own energy. Well, they've created that energy. It started with good defense.
Dieng against Noel. Hangs, hits, and draws the foul. Oh, what a play by Gorgui Dieng. Morant leans, hangs, yes, and the foul.
Talk about he added 12 more pounds. We added 12 more pounds because he is a ferocious attacker of the rim.
For the different shot clock to game clock. Grizzlies their largest lead. Morant again attacking, and Baisley a 3rd foul. And Morant goes to the deck hard. Gallinari for 3. Morant with a running rebound. Grizzlies up 7. Their largest lead was 9. Ja for 3. Bango! Grizzlies their largest lead of the game at 74-64. Ja's got to look at a 3. It's through for Ja Morant, his 2nd triple of the game. 17 for Morant. 13-point Grizzlies lead their largest. Baisley with the miss. It is an all-bench unit. And it would appear that Billy Donovan has said, you know, we're going to wait for the rest of this thing. As Morant goes all the way to the rim to give him 19 and 8 assists. Dillon for 3. Bango. And nothing went down for Oklahoma City this afternoon. Oklahoma City ends the game shooting 35%. Grizzlies win it going away 121-92.
Anderson gives it up. Ja Morant, the sensational rookie out of Murray State, and with a reverse left.
He's so much fun to watch.
Pascal using the Gasol screen in the air. Here's OG with the 3. And Anderson with a rebound. Memphis 33-37. They have struggled in the bubble, coming off of their only win against Oklahoma City. And the 3-pointer is good. Ja Morant.
And at the same time, from a coaching standpoint, in these games, you pretty much know you're going to have the 2nd seed. And even maybe, with all due respect to a first-round opponent, you don't have to show that much, right? So to me, if you're Nick Nurse and your staff, you're going to have things designed to manufacture quality shots.
Norman Powell, you mentioned 5 points. He's had consecutive games in double digits. which is a good sign, in a corner three for Grayson Allen. Raptors started 0 of 6 from the field. They're now 5 for their last 8. Ja Morant shot doesn't go long. Rebound. Melton. Morant quickly. Allen triggers it. Splash.
Well, he's come off the bench and played real well. He's 3 of 5 from 3, 9 points. So the Raptors now have turned the Grizzlies over 11 times, leading 12 points. So they're getting that running game going because the defense is dialed in now.
Raptors have outscored Memphis 15-7 over the last 4+ minutes. And the corner three is good. 56-48.
Look at him. He's hounding Morant. Look at him there. Oh, my goodness.
The double that time. Raptors with 40 points, Jack, here in the second.
But they're dialed in. Look at this right here. They're dialed in.
Siakam guarding Morant. Morant with that three. Ja Morant. Here's Brooks. And the three. Got it.
Good setup that time by Morant.
Taylor Jenkins. He did coach youth basketball. Actually created a youth basketball league in West Philadelphia where he coached before getting that internship at San Antonio. Brooks with the finish in a 5-point game.
You know, it really got them to the point where they could be super effective on both sides of the ball.
Deep three for Allen. Morant so quick. It's into the front court. One of the 3 finalists for Rookie of the Year. I would think that he would be the Rookie of the Year. Brooks over top Lowry with a bucket,
no
right?
question.
I mean, it's not even close, right?
Well, it's an example, and I'll give you Steph Curry,
same thing,
like
right?
you go to a school where you're going to get an opportunity to play right away, play through mistakes, and you're a bigger piece of the puzzle, and they're not going to recruit over you.
Morant
right?
gets to the rim.
So you're not playing looking over your shoulder, and little by little you gain confidence. I agree. I think a lot of it's the sweat equity a coaching staff will put into you, and you're not expendable. You're valuable to them, and they want to see that investment through. Look at that right there.
14-point game. Morant. Ibaka back over to Lowry. Working with Serge. And batted away. Morant. And the layup by Melton.
We're getting a little sloppy here again. The Raptors, 18 turnovers.
Raptors, it's been over 4 minutes without a field goal. It's now a 3-point game. 7-0 run as Morant ends that. Tolliver sidestep. And the three doesn't go. Raptors win it. 108-99.
Strong move to the hoop there. Foul is going to be, I believe, on Brown. Rebound to Morant. Celtics by 4 here, really. Nearly 4 minutes gone, opening quarter. Valanciunas for 2.
Yeah, that's second time. Not great communication on that side pick and roll.
6:21 to go here in the opening quarter. Boston's got a 9-5 lead. Alley-oop.
Ja Morant.
2 for Morant. Morant.
Ja
He thought he drew the contact looking for a 3-point play. That was a real veteran play on his part. He gets 2 anyway. His Cantor staying with it, but got stripped by Zhang. Morant, nice pass.
Yeah, John does a good job. You see how he drives, just gets himself caught in the air. But he's up there so long that he can almost check off the defense and find open shooters. And that time, a guy at the front of the rim.
Valanciunas for 2.
Yeah, Ja Morant came right back in, ran that pick and roll. That's the only thing the Celtics really struggled with in this game was that 2-man game with Ja Morant.
Oh, good block, but a foul.
Morant.
3-point play for Morant. Jaylen Brown misses the 3. Nice pass. Allen tees up a 3.
Allen.
Morant for 2.
That's sweet play right there.
Yeah, sure was.
I mean, going behind the back in the paint right to a floater. That's kind of stuff that's hard to really teach.
Anderson throws it to the corner.
That's 5 straight for Ja.
Yeah. Hayward. Valanciunas, nice job on the rebound, his 10th. Ja gets fouled.
That's great instincts by Ja to recognize the Celtics just jogging back, but you got to sprint back to the level, and you got to show a wall. And I will say, this is the instinctual part of the game. He recognized that right away.
Morant getting back there. I think he got the block. We're going to take a timeout. 6:43 left to go here in the third. Boston's lead is 13. One too many dribbles there. Good finish.
This is what Memphis does. You have to move the ball against them because off turnovers or missed layups, they're going to be gone in transition.
Allen sets his feet and buries a 3. Morant able to give it up, and clock gets 2 out of it.
They got that whole way in 2.2 seconds?
Apparently so. Throwing it up for Valanciunas. He gets it and lays it in.
Another assist by Ja Morant.
Anderson.
Ja's done that quite a few times. He's getting below the paint and he's cross-court pass. Celtics doing a good job of pulling in.
Morant going hard to the basket and gets 2.
That's serious athleticism.
Yeah. Morant going to the basket, and Cantor says, come on, I got to be able to jump straight up.
Kyle Anderson, Anthony Tolliver, Jonas Valanciunas, Dylan Brooks, and very likely Rookie of the Year, Ja Morant, for Taylor Jenkins, former Bucks assistant coach in his first season with Memphis. Here's Tolliver. Tolliver just under 39% from behind the arc with the Grizzlies.
Yeah, you got to watch him from deep. He's looking to shoot the ball. He's a good defender, but if he can get going, it's a big bonus for Memphis. He doesn't always make shots, but when he does, he really spreads that floor for them.
He signed as a free agent in July. He has played with 3 teams this season, Portland, Sacramento, and now the Grizzlies. Valanciunas. And the Grizzlies have an 11-2 lead, 7:52 remaining.
Memphis playing some good deep.
They are. Frank Mason was blocked ahead to the corner for a 3. Grayson Allen.
Nice flow there by Ja Morant.
Milwaukee and the Grizzlies. Morant hitting the leaner. Robin Lopez missing the hook. Rebound Brandon Clark. Well, Brevin, so often we talk about closing quarters. This is vital. And on cue, Morant delivers another runner. He's got 8 and the lead back to 7. Mason.
I said this shot from Morant. That shot from Morant will be there the entire game.
And a lob for Clark.
Now they are paying off the good play that they have done the entire game.
Final minute of the first half. Morant, another floater. It's in again. Double figures for Morant. 3 of the 5 Grizzlies starters in double figures.
A zone here by the Bucks out of the timeout.
Dylan hits the 3. His 3rd triple of the game, and DB with 20. Dylan, a catch and shoot 3. Bang, go again for Dylan Brooks. Morant into the paint. Contact by Lopez. And free throws coming for Morant. First trip to the line for Morant. Grizzlies only 5 trips to the line, 17 for Milwaukee. Korver, a 3 against the clock, and the rebound to Morant. He ties his career high. First point rebound double-double for Morant this season. And his 15th overall, leading all NBA rookies. Challenging Robin Lopez. Brooks, tough baseline gun, it goes. And now you're seeing the Dylan Brooks who is making the awkward shots, playing under control with a game-high 27. Clark rises and finishes on cue. Morant drives, dishes for Valanciunas. There's 8 assists for Morant, 2 more for twin triple-doubles. There's number 9. One more for twin triple doubles. Morant. Gorgie for 3. Bingo! Twin triple doubles.
Yes! Memphis Grizzlies, Portland Trailblazers, Game 1 of the Western Conference play-in on ABC, presented by State Farm, featuring two very talented point guards and leaders for their respective teams. Another hot and humid day here in Orlando, but inside a building that's called the Fieldhouse on the campus of ESPN's Wide World of Sports. A huge game to keep their seasons alive. McCollum knocked away by Brooks. Anderson to Morant. Morant gets inside, and the Grizzlies get on the board 2 minutes in. Morant gets in the paint, goes sideways to the left, shoots to the right, and gets the nice soft touch. Nice floater there from Clark. Morant drives left-handed, lays it up and in. There's the quickness of Ja Morant. Morant shoots it over Nurkic. Sweet floater there from Ja Morant. He's in double figures now with 11. Ja Morant. Nurkic backs off. Anderson for 3. Kyle Anderson's had a good game, mostly dishing in the first half. Now at 9.6 assists. Ja Morant nails it from downtown. His first three-pointer, he was 0 for 3 from downtown, and again has struggled here in the bubble from long distance. Tolliver, long distance, that's good. Anthony Tolliver. The range shooting in the NBA today, it used to be just 1 or 2 guys. Ja Morant, oh, sweet move from the rookie.
I can't overemphasize it enough, Mike. He's not settling. They're daring him to be a shooter. He's winning the battle on his terms.
Ja Morant easily gets in the paint, layup won't go but a foul. Lillard gets up into Ja Morant. Earlier in the game, they were really playing him off and daring him to shoot from outside as Clark nails the three-pointer, and the Grizzlies retake the lead. Morant trying to answer. Back to Clark, another 3. Got it! Back-to-back threes for Clark. Lillard trying to draw contact. Grayson Allen the rebound. Morant again, the burst of speed, and throws it down. And a timeout call by Portland. Memphis up by 6. Ja Morant now at 21.
And there's people that had a debate about Rookie of the Year. Give this man his due. He's a special talent coming off of a special year and trying to give himself another opportunity to work tomorrow. Ja Morant, spectacular.
Kyrie Trent gets inside, rattles around, and drops through. Trent's been quiet. He's had a marvelous stretch here in the bubble, but a quiet game so far. Morant, Clark, the 2 rookies connecting again.
Tell you what, Ja Morant has been special this quarter.
Clark tries another 3, nails it. Brandon Clark with his 3rd three-pointer. He's got 17. Morant crossover, gets inside, right at Whiteside, missed it. Rebound knocked loose, tipped out. Clark tries another 3, puts it in. What a play from Ja Morant to keep the play alive. We are seeing 2 of the most dynamic, charismatic point guards in the league putting on a show for their team. In a pressure situation, Morant steps back and nails the 3. He's got 24 now, 13 here in the second half. Ja Morant splits the defense inside and throws it down. Oh, this kid is special.
Wow. I mean, how good was that? And how explosive was that move? I don't know what you do defensively.
C.J. McCollum. And Valanciunas grabs his 13th rebound. Ja Morant, the floater is good. 28 for the rookie.
Boy, he's so good.
Little back up top, Anthony. Gary Trent Jr. for 3. He's hit so many big buckets here in the bubble. And that's his first three-pointer here this afternoon. Back to Morant. Morant goes inside, reverse, he banks it home. This ties his career high in points in the most important game of his young NBA life. McCollum for 3. C.J. McCollum from downtown, and the game is tied. Morant inside, bank shot won't go. He thought he was fouled as Carmelo Anthony gets the rebound. McCollum kicks it out. Anthony for 3.
Rebound, Nurkic banks it home and a foul, and Portland has regained the lead. Brooks Valanciunas inadvertently took a shot in the face and throws it away. Allen dives, comes up with the ball, a scramble. Clark throws it up, Valanciunas lays it in. A broken play leads to 2 points. Blazers now clinging to a 1-point lead. McCollum a three-pointer. Bang! C.J. McCollum from downtown. Ja Morant had it deflected and turns it over. McCollum, 12 of his 27 here in the fourth quarter. Drives, pulls up, puts it in. C.J. McCollum clutch here in the fourth quarter, and Portland has a 6-point lead. Valanciunas back to Morant, gets inside, reverse, bang shot is good. Morant the magnificent. McCollum gets away, fakes, fires, three-pointer. Grayson Allen tracks it down. Morant the hesitation. Shot blocked by Trent. Good ball denial. Allen was almost out of bounds, now drives. Shot is up, rolls off the rim, and a foul. And Grayson Allen will shoot free throws with 42.8 remaining. Allen misses the second. And Valanciunas caused it to go out of bounds, so it's still a 3-point game. Lillard one-on-one with Allen. Drives, kicks it out Anthony. Anthony for three. Bang! Carmelo Anthony makes it a 6-point game. 20 seconds remaining. Big three-pointers from Anthony once again. Brooks fires a three. Got it! Dillon Brooks from downtown, and it's back to three. McCollum in the backcourt. Throws it ahead to Gary Trent. And Trent is fouled with 9.1 remaining. Yeah, that's huge. Making it a 4-point game. Trent, not a big statistical game, but he made some big defensive plays. Ball deflected. Anthony has it. And Anthony fouled by Tolliver. A huge offensive rebound that pretty much seals this with 6.2 remaining. And Carmelo Anthony putting on some finishing touches. Back to 6. Ja Morant stops, fires, and hits the three-pointer. And that makes it 3 again. And that'll do it. The Portland Trail Blazers are in the 2020 postseason. They'll face the Lakers on Tuesday night as they overcome a young and gritty Memphis Grizzlies team here this afternoon.